Hello. More stream updates, I guess. Let's start out there because that seems to be the pattern with these. This stream is going to be a little different. I'm actually setting a kind of cutoff time on it. After I get past 2 hours, whenever I finish whatever project I'm currently working on, that's when the stream ends. Now there's actually like a point at which I'll say, okay, that's it, rather than just hitting a wall and then stopping and feeling like I'm disappointed or something. Part of that's because every time I've done these streams, I've been just devastatingly exhausted afterwards, and I think the way that I'm streaming with being upright, moving around, just makes it a lot more tiring. So I'm going to see if the soft 2 hour stream limit kind of helps with that. Let's see, some other things here. I have a new camera angle that my foot pedal is making difficult to use. I've tried to change some stuff. Here we go. Boom! And overhead angle. I thought this would be kind of cool, so I'm going to try this out. This is in addition to the... man, this is really hard to navigate here. The movable camera arm. So I'm hoping that the combination of both will allow me some better options. Now, this stream is also in 1080p here, unlike the last time. So I thought I would just try that again in combination with the short stream, because apparently setting it to 720p didn't prevent it from crashing, which was the thing that I was most worried about. So yeah, that didn't really help. So dropping frames, it hasn't not yet reported a dropped frame on my end. The last time it was lagging pretty bad, it reported that. So we'll see how that goes. I did try and install the the Intel driver non-free thing that was recommended. That it hasn't changed anything. I rebooted after installing it. So I think this computer is just not up to snuff, and that's what it is. I said I was going to do it on the laptop here, but my first attempt at getting all the camera stuff set up worked, and I really didn't want to change it because it's complicated. So I just decided to go with it, and then I realized I didn't have Windows versions of all the plugins, so it would have been a whole thing to set it back up. So yeah, but alrighty. Let's see. The first thing we're going to be taking a look at today is this. Let's just get right into this. So this is a Toshiba. I don't think it's a satellite. It's just a Toshiba T1600/40. Now, I believe that this is a 286 laptop, and it has a 40 megabyte hard drive. I believe that's what the 40 means. So this is actually kind of a nice computer. If I get in here with the camera and pop off one of the keys, they are... Oh, come on. I just did this before I started the stream, so I know it's fine. There we go. They're Alps switches, so they're actually really nice to type on. It feels great. And then I'm not sure what's going on with the screen, because that almost seems like a color screen instead of a monochrome one, but that wouldn't make any sense for it to be color because it's a 286. That'd be wild. I think this thing's kind of crazy. I think this is a business card holder, so you can put someone's business card in there and then type it in. So if I put the warranty for my MDR 7506 headphones, you can see it just holds it. It's really weird. Yeah, but let's go into what is wrong with it. So as far as power inputs, it has this barrel jack right here. Let's go ahead and switch to the arm cam so you can actually see this here. So the only power input on this is this barrel jack right there. And the bottom of it says that it is 12 volts DC 2.5 amps. Now, there are a couple problems with that. It doesn't say the polarity, but we can check the polarity by touching the center pin of that power connector and then any of the ground pins that are exposed on the two parallel ports and the two serial ports and the two parallel ports. This thing's kind of jamming. That is a CGA connector, probably. Maybe this is a color screen. Maybe it's a color CGA screen. That would be insane? Well, we'll find out, hopefully, at some point here. So the other problem is that if I grab a 12-volt power supply, let's see, it's this? Yeah. This is not powerful enough, but it doesn't matter because I'm not actually going to use it. This is a standard 5.5 millimeter power supply. And you can see the tip does not fit. The center pin is too large. Now, I do actually have one power supply like this that I know works because I've used it for my M Audio keyboard. I don't know where it is right now, but it doesn't really matter because I'm probably going to power it up with a bench power supply if we get to that point. But what happened is I tried to plug something into this for power and it let out smoke. And I don't know what happened. Now, since it is DC power in, it probably wasn't a REFA. So I don't know what it would have been. It might have been bad capacitors that didn't correct voltage and it toasted something else, but I want to find out. I haven't really put in the effort to try and get into there and look at what went wrong. I did try and open it once, and I know that the plastic inside of this thing is all sorts of destroyed inside. So I kind of backed off because I didn't know what I was doing then. So now I want to take a look at it because it's a pretty nice laptop, and I want to see if I can get it going. So that is the objective for today. So let's go ahead and start getting into this. First off, we have 2 batteries we need to remove. This is sweet. It can run off of one of these, if I remember correctly, and the idea is that you can swap out one battery that's discharged and put in another one that's charged, so you never have to turn it off on battery. So pull those out, set them aside, and we see our first sets of screws. I'm gonna guess those don't pop off because there's screws there, so that's probably our point of entry. All right. I should get this out in handy so I can start putting screws in there. I'm not really looking forward to getting this thing open and messing about with it because this is ancient brittle plastic. And there's going to be broken stuff. I don't have super glue. I should actually look for super glue the other day, and all my super glue is hardened since I last used it. So I don't have any of that to try and do repairs on this, so I will have to get some more stuff to do that. So that won't be a today objective. Today is just cap mapping, as I'm calling it, so I can figure out what all has gone wrong here. All right. Looks like this will lift out now. Cool. It was actually a thing for this era for keyboards to be detachable in gigantic laptops like this. Compaq made some that were like that, where you could just have the keyboard loose and then have it out front. This is almost set up in a way where that could be done. I'm half surprised you can't. All right, that's it for that layer. Close this. Hello, Diego. Yeah, it is a really nice laptop, actually. It would be cool. You know what? I would really enjoy it if there would be a modern humpback laptop kind of like this with a back portion where you could put like a PCIe card. Could you imagine how nice that would be? Be able to put add-in cards in a laptop again? I'm not sure, but this might actually have an ISA slot. There's some kind of modem card in there. We'll take a look at that when we get a little further in. Yeah, this thing is really nice. And mechanical keyboard. Alps. Gamer laptops definitely like that. Speaking of which, I can now disconnect the keyboard. And it looks like it has a releasable thing. Oops. Oh well, didn't get that disconnected well. I wonder if that's the CPU. Might be. But this can be pulled away now. If only Framework actually did truly modular laptops. Yeah. Also, hello, Corbin. First time chat. See that screw keeper thing? It looks like what your parents keep your pills in. So I think this is actually a watercolor paint thing, but it could definitely be used for medication. That kind of organizer is really handy for that. I have another one of these somewhere around here that is one of those. But yeah, go to the dollar store. You can get like a pack of 3 of them for $1. It's a great way of organizing screws while you're working. Okay. Oh, it's got a handle. I forgot about that. Yeah. This thing's nice. Let's keep going here. So, I don't see any screws on the back. That's loose, though. Oh, okay. So there's screw there, and a screw there. Okay, it's got some weird fold-over thing. Oh, wait, is that a kickstand of some kind? So you can prop it up? It is. There's little notches here, so this may pull, yeah, up, down. Dude, this laptop rocks. Okay, and then it can be put at an angle. Look. Look at that. That is cool. Wow. So it's got a handle. It's got dual batteries, so you never have to truly power down. This thing is awesome. Let's see. It's a little higher up here, so let's switch to this view. Oh, yeah. That's handy, because I can't really get the camera high up enough with how tall this is. So. The upper camera, yeah, it's a fairly last minute addition I thought of. Figured it would be handy. So I want to go to Starbucks with a Commodore SX64. That would be cool. I would just be happy to have a Commodore SX64. That's I don't think it's in the cards for me. See, what's the name of this thing again? I want to look and see if it's on eBay. This is a Toshiba T1600 /40, but I'm pretty sure the /40 is just a hard drive capacity. So any of them that are T1600 would be approximately like that. So there are some screws under here as well. We can go back to this now, and I can show you those. So many screws. I'm pretty sure these are infamous for having some issues. In addition to the brittle plastic, the hinge for the LCD is just toast on mine because of that. So just fair warning. Okay, I think screen base will come off. That just slid out. Okay, that's for some kind of proprietary modem module, it looks like, because there's no ISA slot or anything in there. Standard 2.5-inch laptop hard drive. I would be surprised, considering it's 40 megs. Maybe. I don't see a 3.5-inch in here, but I wouldn't be too shocked if it was right there. So I bet it's a 3.5, because I mean this thing's ancient. It's a 286. So I bet it's going to be a 3.5. I'm gonna start holding this so it can't fall. Is he really live? Huh. Cool if he is. That'd be hilarious. We're both streaming at the same time. We did not even slightly coordinate that. Let's see. That's unfortunate. The package didn't work for you. Probably need new hardware. Let's see. It's probably too young for MFM. Might even be SCSI. Oh man, that'd be awesome if it's SCSI, because there's so many options for replacing that. I wouldn't be surprised if it's IDE. Because it could be like It could be a newer laptop, like it could be 90s just with old hardware, but it feels kind of advanced, so I feel like it's probably not. It's probably bleeding edge. So I don't know. I don't know what it's going to be. I'm not sure what you are referencing, Sokolok. The package that didn't work for you probably need newer hardware. I don't know if that was me. Let's see. I found a listing for it with no hard drive. Could a replacement be found? Okay, that's why you're talking about the type. Well, we're about to have an idea of what the hard drive is in here. Now, give me a moment. There's a whole lot of cables going to the LCD. Is this connector? Look at it. Get in here. Look at see this thing. It's weird. It's definitely is a connector. I just gotta figure out how to loosen it. I don't have to push down on tabs in there, do I? Not really sure. I'm gonna set this down in a way that the screen isn't gonna get damaged. Let me grab this. Protect the LCD. Here. There we go. Well, that's if it's IDE. This thing is not very new. This appears to be the hard drive. Had no cylinder defects. Sweet. I don't know what it's going to be based on that edge, that ribbon cable, though. That's a little strange. Let's see. The non-free package. Oh, yeah. I did install that. It doesn't seem to have helped. Model ZA0830P02D for the hard drive. I don't know. That feels like a shield that should come off, but it's also got the cylinder defect list. I don't know. Weird. Okay, how's this connector disconnect? Okay, got it. There we go. All right, LCD is free. So, unfortunately, this is common, and you can see how the hinge on one side is just completely gone. The whole stem there is just evaporated. Disintegrated, it's gone. So I'll have to build up something. That might be a job for 3D printing, actually, just to recreate that from scratch. All right, getting farther along here. Look at how many screws I've taken out. All I've got off is a keyboard and a display. Man, it's a lot. I have a couple of Epson 88 laptops with double height 2.5-inch drives. Ooh. Oh, with proprietary interfaces. Oh, man, I hope not. Next time you use FFmpeg to stream directly to Twitch. Maybe? I wouldn't be able to do all my fancy stuff then, though. Alright, what do we got going on here? So that's definitely hard drive. This is what? I don't know. Down here. So, okay, right under the hard drive, there is this card slot thing. Okay, that'll pop off. Let's get that out of the way. I'm going to unscrew this because I'm curious. Oh, you can't see it. Curious what this is. If this is ISA or a proprietary modem edition. It'd be weird if this is proprietary since it had a separate proprietary modem bay. So, I don't know if this is going to be ISA or just a second of the weird modem bay. If it's ISA, then it won't pop out from this orientation. And it doesn't feel like it is, but I don't know. I can't tell. I'm going to have to keep going here. Let's see. EXTFDD. Oh, that's not parallel. That's an external floppy drive. Okay. Cool. Yet another 25-pin external floppy drive pin out. Sweet. I have two that are like that. Okay. What's next? I could take off the LEDs here. Let's see. That's a nice screw organizer. Are those usually for watercolor paints? I believe so. Also, hello, Makes Things XYZ. Since it's your first time chatting. Oh man, where did those screws go? Those were for... Those held on this. I don't know what those two were for. Okay. Oh, there's too many screws in this thing, man. All right. Well, that loosens this, and then this is connector. Clamps onto the flex cable, which I can then pop out. Okay. LED board. All right. Let's see. I had a desktop 36. Uni has IDE max HD of 540. That's a lot. Did stream hitch? Yeah, probably stream. Small stream buffer here. Find it funny that Twitch just sent me a notification went live. Oh, hopefully it didn't like restart the stream that it was that bad. I need to remember that I've been reusing plastic liners from inside candy tins, but those don't have lids. You want an even better solution? Go to the dollar store, get a pillbox organizer. That works even better. It's slightly larger. I have a couple of them. I just don't know where they went after I moved. Eventually, I'll find them and get those back into rotation. But yeah, that's what I'm using for right now. All right. Each one of these screws like different. I bet they are. Ugh. Okay. How many do I have to remove to get this speaker out? Is that power button or is that open case detection switch? You know what? I think that's lid open detection. Yeah, that's what that is. That detects if the lid's open. Let's see. Actual size of installed HD, 80 megabytes. Is that printed somewhere that you saw, or oh, is that your computer? See, I meant my 3D6. Yeah. Okay. I think that's it to get the speaker board off. It has a ribbon cable, of course, which is connected somehow. I don't know what on earth's going on there. We have this thing. I don't know if this will just come out. Held in with grooves by this metal plate. So that metal plate will have to come out before whatever that is comes out. I think that might have a processor on it. I'm not sure. But let's just leave that in there for right now because I can't get it out. And that's connected to it. So, alright, next move on to whatever that is. There's a lot of metal in this thing, man. It's a shame they didn't use some of that metal for the hinge. That would have been nice. Look at that! Why? Why is this even a thing in there? What is the point? Oh, that's good to know that stream notifications can be that far behind. Wow, that's a long time. Oh, that's going to have the whole hard drive on it. Okay, that's good to know. So that may... Okay, this is connected to that. There's going to be a big layer of stuff that comes out all at once. What else do we have connected here? There's this ribbon cable, which I think I can actually just unscrew. Is that another one of those identical screws? Oh, man. I think it is. Feels like there's something holding it back. Oh, there's the modem card. Definitely not ISA. Well, not just like pure ISA. Right, this thing. Okay, that was easy enough. Then there's this one LED. Got a cable right there. There's this flat flex cable that I guess I need to unscrew. So So many wires and screws and just blah. Okay, speaker cable. There we go. Man, that's a lot. Ooh, batteries. I don't like seeing those. More batteries. Oh. Oh no. What do we got here? That's like a whole thing. That's a 287. Okay, so it's got a coprocessor. It's an Intel 287. That's fancy. Wow, I like that. Let's see. Hello, Flare Spire. Because you were the one who told me about it. Just a heads up. I did install that package for the Intel stuff, and it does not seem to have made a difference. Just so you know. So unfortunately, that wasn't the solution. Okay, man, there's so many layers of things in here. Let's see, 89, 89, 89. That Intel at 8087 might actually have a good date on it. No, it doesn't. 89. So it's looking like 1989 for this thing, based on all the date codes. So a whole bunch of batteries. Ugh. They haven't gone rogue yet though, so that's good. See, this is power input board. So if something fried, it was probably on there, and that area is a little dark, so there might be something on the other side right there, or that's just solder flux. I don't know. Well, let's see. Now you can't really tell about it's little. You can tell a little bit. It's darker in that area. So see how this goes. Really hoping I figure out what went wrong. Where did this come from? Oh, that. Okay, this goes here then. Yeah, let's see. Floating point operations, baby. Yeah. So yeah, I was just relaying another user's message. It's fine. Yeah. Likely need newer hardware. Yeah, that is true. I wasn't in your Discord yet. Didn't know you had one. Oh, okay. Yeah, Discord is gonna get a bit of a shake-up at some point soon here. Refocus it. So it's gonna happen with the launch of the website, which this morning I actually recorded the announcement video for. So I'm looking forward to getting that out and shared because I'm really excited about that project. Alrighty. That's so awesome. There's a separate power supply board on this thing, it looks like. That could be a troubleshooting dream right there. A whole bunch of cables on it. Whole bunch of cables. Man. Okay. So, if there was a problem, it was probably here. Capacitors all look good. So just for a FYI for the people who tuned in a little bit later, I plugged in a power supply into here and smoke came out. This happened years and years ago, and I'm not sure what happened. So I'm investigating that now. I had not gotten into this because, I mean, if we just take a look at this nightmare assortment of parts here, this thing sucks to work on. And I got about as far as seeing that the laptop's display hinge was destroyed and kind of gave up the first time I tried to open this thing. So this is a much more serious effort of investigation. So I'm trying to figure out what went wrong when I tried to power it up. So it's just a 12 volt input power supply. So it shouldn't be like a reefer cap or something. So I'm not expecting to see anything like that. But I don't know what would have smoked on something like this. So I'm trying to figure that out. So far, I'm not seeing anything on here, though, which is kind of making me nervous. So, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I joined Discord 2, which, by the way, whomever was asking for pics of the Banjo-Kazooie last time, if they're still there, I'm a post pic later in... of your box. Cool. Let's see. Oh, man, I'm a little behind here. Okay. So I gotta say, this is a nice addition to your YouTube videos. I really enjoy them. Not too dry, not too quiet, not overhyped. This seems to be more of the same style. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm going for with the streams. I'm not really, I'm just doing the same thing that I would do for videos, but I feel like this is a better format for some of the things that I want to do, like investigating this. I have no idea how this is going to turn out or what. I could make a video about diagnosing this, but it would take me just as long to film that video as it would to stream it. And I'm still going to have to, if hopefully I have to figure out what went wrong, and I'm going to have to order parts. And when I order parts for things, it means it's going to sit. I don't want something like this to sit totally disassembled. So I will put it back together, which means that I'm going to have to do a full teardown anyway. And if I really want to make a video about it, then I can make a video about it. And I'll just be like, surprise, I know what the problem is. Kind of like I did with the Pioneer SX780 video, except I didn't stream the diagnostic steps. I just streamed like, I have parts, let's put it back together. So that's what I'm kind of trying to do here. Let's see. Oh man, I gotta mention something about that, but I gotta catch up here. Okay. Well, at least the laptop isn't going to suffer like mine did, where a hinge screw came loose on a car ride. Ooh, without my knowing, open the laptop, glass hinge basically exploded. Well, the hinge is absolutely annihilated in there. There's nothing left of the plastic. I'm going to have to reconstruct it from nothing. Let's see. I need to rewatch your video explaining the need for more than 2 floppy drives. The need. I don't think I explained why you need it too badly. Basically, what most people want is they want a 360K drive because it's 40 tracks. They want a 1.2 meg drive because it's 80 tracks. And then they want a 1.44 megabyte drive because it's a 3.5-inch disc. It's really hard to do everything without having all 3 of those at least available. So if you want to have a computer that can do everything, that's kind of what you need. I'm going to have another solution for that, though, in the future, at least for DOS systems. So it's one of my projects that I really need badly to get back to. But there's an alternative to a 4-drive controller that's even cheaper. Let's see. See, yeah, Discord is in the description of all the YouTube videos. I think it's also linked somewhere if you go to the About page. Let's see, I joined Discord. I already got to that one. Ooh, I had the Compact Portable 3 that I was trying to test while packing for a move. I think the cord plugged in might have had moisture on the end, fried the Compact. Ugh. I don't think that will have been moisture. That was probably something like the power supply, maybe reefer cap. I'm not sure what's in the Portable 3. But moisture on the end, in the worst case, should short the power input, which could potentially blow the fuse, but it shouldn't be able to damage the computer because it's AC power. Worst case, you send AC the wrong direction and it's still AC. So that's worth looking into. Just open it up, check out the parts in the power supply area, and see if there's anything that looks like it blew up. And then probably if you just replace that, it will work. Hello, Jarvis. This is your first time chatting. And yeah, that Discord server invite will work. Cool. That's good. And I'll keep that in mind. Thanks. Yeah, no problem, old adventure gamer. Happy to be able to give advice like that. Also, just yeah, it's well, yeah, just hope that works out. Okay, let's get back to this. First off, this button. This is a through-hole button that has been mounted. They bent the legs to put it into this hole here, but you can see on the other side the legs are still pointed up, and then they just have a piece of plastic that holds the back of it upright. I like that a lot. I think that's hilarious. Okay, let's take a look in that slightly problematic area here. That really looks like flux. There's some goo on the top, but not that significant. I don't see anything that blew up in that area. So I'm going to guess that's just flux. There are some... those are transistors on the bottom. There's a bunch of tiny little SMD transistors. Oh. Could be one of those. What on earth? There's a little wire poking through? Did someone mess up? What is that going to? This big transistor. Oh my gosh! I'm gonna have to bend these out of the way here. The leg is cut off of that transistor, and then the wire skips over to the next one. What? Why? That is so weird. Yeah, sniff test. You know what? That's a good idea. I don't smell anything. I don't smell anything. This happened 2015. I don't know. There's still the Savor sticker on the front, but they don't put the year on there. Oh yeah, I don't know when I got this. It was a long time ago. 2016, maybe 2017, but probably 2015 or 2016. You know, it could be the battery exploding or smoking when I plugged it in. There is goo leaking out of the battery, unsurprisingly. Thankfully, it's really far away from all the other stuff in a nice little plastic tray. There's corrosion that made it all the way back to the positive terminal. Is that one of these? Probably. Looks like maybe this one. No. This one over here. Would have been one of those good things to pay attention to, I guess. Everything just fits in here so tightly, though. I feel like it'd be almost impossible to plug in anything wrong. Yeah, I'm not really sure where that goes. I will need to figure that out. But battery's definitely got fuzz coming out of it. Where does that go? Feels like, okay, yeah, right there. Okay, so there might be potential corrosion around that. No, doesn't seem to have got through there. So power connector, got bad. Solder joints? No, that seems rock solid. I could replace this with a normal one while I'm here. Actually, on that, let me just real quick like here. Where'd my probes for that go? Fire up my 34401A here. Not the 2120p. I'm just going to do a quick continuity test to figure out the polarity of that plug while I'm here. So, okay. So center to what was, I believe, negative. Okay. And then the other. Okay, so it is center positive. That's good. So it's not completely idiotic. Yeah. All right. So should be pretty easily possible, and I don't think I will have put power in backwards. Man, I really wish I could get in there and show you that power connector. It's crazy for that transistor because the this won't focus well enough on it. It's too small. I'll be right back. I have an idea. I put my reversing ring macro lens on my DSLR and plug it into the capture card that my laptop's connected to. Might, yeah, wig out the video here. I might be able to get, come on, HDMI out. I would like to get this set up so I can do this in the future, so forgive me for taking a moment. I should have done this off screen, or off stream, but I think it could be cool. HDMI, output 1080p, progressive, okay. Why is it not being picked up? Okay, there we go. So, if I get way in here, open up the shutter, refocus. Where are we at? Brown cables, transistor. Okay, there you go. Now you can see the, it's still really dark. Look at that bodge. They cut the leg. Yeah. That is kind of weird. But anyway, let's go back to the laptop. I will play around with that idea in the future. Because I think that could be cool. Also, hello, Digital Warhead. Love finding new tech channels. Yeah, that could be. Yeah, I definitely am. I'm right now diagnosing a laptop. Well, attempting to. I haven't found the problem area yet, so trying to figure that out. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. Oh, I'm going to continue on since I don't see anything obvious. Oh, hello. I did find something. You know what? Real quick, let me try this. This may still be possible without too much effort. I see some heavily corroded resistors on the bottom that could definitely cause a problem. So maybe it could be those. And I think you had me at torn apart laptop. What else do you do here? So right now, a large part of what I'm doing is diagnosing devices, particularly vintage electronics. So I actually have a cart here. There's an Atari ST monitor that I've taken apart here. A couple of power supplies for an IBM 5150. Dual Celeron motherboard that I was trying to figure out stuff on. And later on, I'm going to be ordering replacement parts for all these things, and I'll be doing streams again where I get them working after having diagnosed them. So that's my current plan for what to stream here. So hope that gives you an idea. Alrighty, I'm going to do, oh no, I'm doing this to overhead cam. Hold on. Get rid of that. Yes. Arm cam, that's the one I want to modify. Add Blackmagic device. Blackmagic 2, going to use the plain old Intensity Pro 1080i, is it 60 or 59.94? 59.94. Okay, here we go. Aha! Now I have a better dedicated view for this. Okay. Cool, I've been doing board level repair and troubleshooting for about 9 years now, mostly RF equipment. That's the field I work in. Ooh, that is a much more technically challenging environment than some old laptops. That is cool. Okay, let's see here. Oh, this is going to work. Well, why is it so dark? Huh. Holy Echo Batman? Oh, is this having a mic? There we go. That should fix that. Audio from camera, yeah. Yeah, it was. Okay. So if I get in here, let's see. This looks great on here, but it's really dark on there. Let me. Let me just set this down and get it focused on something so you can actually see something, and we can figure out if the brightness seems good. I guess I can also just crank the ISO. I believe I can do it on the fly here, yeah. That's right. So, right there, boom, we have some rather suspicious looking customers. So, this lens does not have VR, and I don't have a good way of, I think, of setting it up. I have a tripod. You know what? I'm setting this up in real time. I'm sorry. I should have thought about this before, but this has been in the back of my mind that I could be using this Nikon in addition to pictures for macro stuff. Krusty, yes. Also, hello, pseudo memes. Let's see, what was that middle leg solder joint? Something from the manufacturer? I think that was a manufacturer bodge, yeah. We'll take a look at that again now that I'm getting this a little better set up here. But yeah, that was definitely a manufacturer thing. Okay. Put this down. This should fix the human instability. Get that down. There is a way of making this fuller screen. There we go. And I will refocus here. Come on. Bingo. Perfect. Okay. So, where are they again? I turn the... Actually, increase the aperture a little bit. Get some more area in focus. Okay. Where were those at? They're right here. Find my finger. Bingo. Oh, yeah, those are awful looking. Wow. Man. How does that even happen to resistors? So there may be, you can see a transistor. Got it down there too. So there may be a blown cap on the other side of that. Possibly whatever those two pins go to. So, yeah. I think we found something here. Ha! It's bad, but I'm glad to see it. So, yeah, okay. Also, I like this setup for like a microscope type thing. Hello, Emanu. Since it's your first time chatting. I don't think it's rust because it's kind of crystallized. How's it smell? You know, that's a good question. No smell. I think it's too old. But yeah, let's peek around here, see if there's anything else. So maybe I can show you that area that looked a little suspicious. Well, we can see some wet right there, actually. So that could be more leakage. Ooh, no, that's the same area. It's over here. Let me put my finger down, find it. Okay, so I think this is just flux. Yeah, please don't taste it. I will not car wizard this. Don't worry. Let's see. It's brown like rust. Weird that iron would be used. I was wondering about that too. Yeah, I don't think it is that, but I'm not sure why. I've never seen like straight up fuzzy corrosion like that. It's weird. Yeah, so far that's the worst looking thing. Yeah, that really seems like flux to me. It might have gone bad and be conductive over time, but I don't think it's anything too bad. So, this is really nice for impromptu microscope. I like this. If that's not rust, what could have caused that damage? So there are batteries on here, but I don't think that it would be that. But it could just be corrosive stuff interacting with the metal over time. So, yeah. All right, but that's really, really good to see. So, luckily they all look standard replaceable, except maybe the transistor. That's the nice thing about vintage stuff. Absolutely, yes. Transistor. Oh man, I'm hoping I'm not just seeing that says NO on it. Although, actually, are those two legs on the same side shorted? Maybe that's a diode, not a transistor. So it might be fairly easily replaceable. Let me see if I got a flashlight around here. I'm really good at losing it. Yeah, there it is. See if I can highlight the device marking on there in a way that makes it legible. Let's see, it looks like just NO. Thing driving me nuts. Yeah. N6 maybe? Yeah, let me just eyeball it. Best I got is NU. Let's try super magnification. I don't know if this will work. It's dark, that's for sure. Yeah, that won't do it. A little bit too much aperture there. Yeah, NU's kind of what it seems like, maybe. Digital zoom, it won't like that. No. That one's about as good as it gets. So, yeah, NU. All right. But I'm pretty sure with those two legs being shorted that that's going to be a diode. Let me look at this real quick. I think the weight of the lens is pulling it out of focus. Oh, whoops. That's still capturing that. Let me hide that. Laptop. Okay, just cycle that real quick. Woo! Okay. Alrighty. NU SOT 23 diode. You know what? It might be. It's looking potentially correct here. Possibly Zener diode, although I'm not really sure. I'm looking at some datasheetarchive.com, so yeah. Let's see. Oh, I missed some stuff here. Any chance liquid could have been introduced in the area? I don't think so, but that it's not impossible. Oh boy, they pop like popcorn. Let's see. A dabble in Mega Varta batteries need to be removed on site. I agree full-heartedly. You're talking about one of those bad boys. I pulled that off of an AST 6-pack. Absolutely. So they are a scourge to PC users as well. I'm gonna have to put a rubber band or something on the lens if I'm gonna use it at this angle, because it really just wants to sag down. That is weird. It's an ancient lens. It's from a Nikon FM10. Just put it on with a reversing ring. So let's see. N6. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe NU, but I'll figure that out. But now let's go back to the regular camera here. Would that diode smoke? Because that's what I saw, was there was smoke. Let's see. I searched up NU SOT 23 diode. I'm getting results for transistor. Well, it wouldn't be a transistor with those legs being shorted. That wouldn't make sense. So I don't think that's going to be it. They're definitely shorted. I can definitely tell in the copper. There, it's like that. See, on the other side, here we have a Elna brand capacitor that has some brown stuff around it, and the other bigger capacitors do not seem to be glued down. So I think we have a failed capacitor there. So a potential culprit has been identified. Now that still doesn't explain the smoking, unless that stuff was just giving off smoke when I powered it up. So I am a little excited about this because I've really wanted this laptop to work for a long time, and there is a reasonable possibility that this will fix it. So, all right, I will document all of the capacitors on that before we wrap this up. But I want to continue getting a little deeper just to make sure that there are no other evils hiding within. So let's see. That's what Google's giving me. Yeah, I'm not. Let's see. That NU thing appeared to have 3 legs. I've never heard of a diode like that. Oh, there are definitely SOT 23 diodes. They're usually higher power diodes, I believe, but or for easier pick and place. But I don't think that a thing from 1989 had pick and place in mind. I don't know. Let's see. Smoke got let out. Yes, yeah, around like 2016 or something, a long time ago. So, yes, the smoke got out of it somehow, and I don't know. I mean, it could be something else like this modem card that I didn't even look at because I just don't care. I wouldn't put this back in if I had the plate that covered it. So, yeah, smoke got let out, but I don't know how. And it happened so long ago that I'm not really sure about a lot of things. So, anyway, let's continue. Let's see. Calling 2016 a long time ago. Time has flown, huh? 2016 was the before times for sure. Yeah. A lot of time has passed in 4 years. A lot more than, well, good grief, 6 years. A lot more time has passed in 6 years than in 6 years. Alright, I want to pull this thing off. I'm not sure what it is. Still haven't found the 380 or 286. It's got to be in here somewhere. Probably in this area, considering I found the 287 there. I want to just double check part numbers on this thing. Oh, there's the 286. So it's a Harris brand 286. That's super weird. Okay, socketed. The J-Lead 286. That is weird. All right. Hello, Cur Unix. Being your first time chatting. Let's see. Yeah, it does feel like we've had 12 years crammed into 6. It absolutely does. Okay. This thing out, whatever that is. Oh, that's going to be the hard drive controller. Okay. Let's see what we've got. That capacitor looks fine. It's a Nichicon. Don't know if we have any indication of what this may be. So we have a JVC branded chip right next to it. Okay. A BU3167K. An SMS chip. A Sharp chip. A Mitsubishi. Man, they just went to everyone in Japan and said, hey, you want to put a chip on here? Nichicon cap. Some other F, but Japan, so it's not Fairchild, but it still says Japan on it. Man. This is a weird board. See, world events past 6 years, packed a lot in the last 6 years, yeah. What's your plan with the laptop if you revive it? I'm going to use it. So if you've never heard of me before, I actually have a YouTube channel called Tech Tangents as well, and I basically live in the 80s and 90s with old computers and stuff. I like preserving them and restoring them and using them. So that is what my plan will be. It will be to just play around with it. So, yeah. Let's see. The YouTuber formerly known as Akabakuku, yeah. Yeah. I absolutely had to ditch that name. As fun as it was, go ahead and try telling someone that name in person. It is horrible. So, see, Data General Model 1 2T powered by an 8086. Used to diagnose Data General Nova mainframe. Wow. I still haven't started to restore it. Laptop, I don't have the mainframe. Yeah, that would be a cool one to get going for sure. I've been looking at the Data General ones. I may try and get one sometime, but they're really highly sought after since they say Data General on them, even though I don't think they were the OEM. Oh man, this thing's not going to be fun to pull off. It is a connector. I can see it down in there, so. These pins have lived a long, happy life together. They don't want to let go. So you also live in the 70s? Yeah, I kind of do. Not as much, but I do a little. Okay, let's just rock it. Oh, that was the key. Ah. Bingo. Man, that's all. This is just... It's a giant piece of plastic and flex cable. This laptop is so weirdly put together. Alright, let's pull this thing off and get that horrible battery out that's blown up. Look, there you can see the goo coming out of it. It's not good. And then on this end, the contact for the battery is green. Yeah. So let's see. Put that aside. See, it have 2 floppy drive. No, it's only got the 1 floppy drive right there. On the front, it has 2 battery bays. So it's actually pretty cool. Something loose in there. Make sure it's not battery acid rolling around. So let's see. I would like to inform young people that 1990 was 10 years ago, and also the kids should get off the lawn. Yeah. Well, I like the there's an image floating around at least maybe just 2 years ago, maybe last year, is like what you think games from 20 years ago look like, and it's like NES game, and then what games actually look like 20 years ago, and it's PlayStation 2. It's just a really hard disconnect to get past the year 2000. Let's see. My Uni desktop is a someday project. Motivate myself to max out non-socketed 386SX. That won't hopefully get to it today. Portable 386 there has a non-socketed SX. It's SMD, kind of like, well, that. Yeah. See, timeshare 70 cents, yeah. It's not weird if it works, I guess. I'm not sure what works. Hello, G5T1600. So, alright, getting into this. There are blissfully few capacitors on this board. I mean, there's these, and then that's it. Some ceramics, maybe right there, or are those resistors? I'm not sure. Those are really weird, actually. I don't know what those are. Oh, L. They're inductors. Okay. Where did that go to? That goes to the display. So I know it's kind of like a thing to put inductors in front of a display interface, but I don't know why. There's some inductors going to the CGA port as well. But yeah, other than those 2 caps, that is it on the motherboard. That is so weird. All right. I do absolutely have to pull this thing out, though, because I need to desolder this battery over here, because I don't want that to be left in there and potentially cause trouble down the road. I don't need to pull out this floppy drive. I feel like I should. It looks like it might be proprietary. So it'd be worth at least knowing what it is. So you probably reduce the signal noise? Yeah. I guess there must be a load of decoupling caps underneath. Ooh, there could be a bunch of ceramic SMDs there. The power supply itself really doesn't have that many either. But since it's an all DC system, they might be expecting a well-regulated external power supply? I don't know. This is full. So many screws, so many stages, it's actually full. I'm going to have to find another one now. This has like coffee or something in it. Ugh, gross. Maybe. I might have to use that one. It won't be pretty if I do. Oh, here we go. Wait, this one has stuff in it. What's this got in it? It has parts. I think I just stole these off of something. All right. Just going to dump these into a... let's go with this bag right here. Then I have another screw organizer. Let's see. A channel for old engineer, but with young people can't even talk about my back pain in there. Let's see. I think the oldest laptop I have is Compaq Armada 1571 DM. Doesn't get much use, partly because it's yeah, more horrible than compared to TFT. I don't have the biggest problem with the lower quality displays. I have a 46 Gateway laptop that has a pretty terrible little display in it, but I still enjoy it. I don't know. I have no idea what this is going to have. I'm really curious for 1989 if this has a color LCD. I'm not sure. Why did I close all this? I'm about to use it. Because I don't know why that the screen would be like black like that if it's monochrome. It doesn't seem like it's going to be monochrome, which has me really excited. It could be, you know what? It might be inverted polarity monochrome with the better polarizer setup. So it could still be. It would make sense. I have a Sharp PC7000, and that has a monochrome internal display and then CGA out. So it could possibly be CGA monochrome on here, which if it is, then it's really nice that it's a 4:3 aspect ratio instead of the weird super wide one. But we'll see when we get it going. I don't know. So that face when in mid-20s have back pain. Yeah. If there's will away, there just isn't will to find back pain early. I gotta be honest, I have some back pain, but I also do a lot of stupid things. Like yesterday, I probably lifted like 6 different 80-pound storage bins just trying to find a PlayStation 3 controller. So, I don't know. I know I'm a little bit of an anomaly with how much heavy lifting I do for seemingly no reason. Alright, these motherboard screws, all the same. Looks like they probably are. Alright. Let's see. For anyone curious, trying to play something with a lot of action, yeah, lots and lots of ghosting. It's why for a Pentium era machine, no, that would not be very enjoyable. Usually, I'm playing something a lot slower on a 486. I don't have any newer laptops with garbage screens like that. I've been kind of fortunate in the ones that I've run across. So yeah, I agree and understand there. Oh, that's weird. This is a standoff that's threaded and holding down the floppy drive. So I'm actually going to have to get a socket of some kind to pull that out. Let's see. I have one here. Let's start with the biggest one and see if there's at least one in here that'll work. Nope. Okay. I got a little mini wrench set over there. Let's grab that. There are so many stupid parts in this thing. So many parts for a laptop. Okay. A little bigger than that. Ooh, that one's pretty good. Check opposing team. Well, that one's no. Perfect. Let's see. Nice solid connection. Let's see. Working clothes for retail. Let's see. Loose. Lift things. Oh, yeah, I did a lot of lifting by myself. Yeah, I'm really dumb. I've worked retail and lifted like 100-pound patio tables set onto a shelf by myself because I just didn't want to try and track someone else down. Let's see. None of those screw tap plastic posts that strip out. If you got fun, yeah, they're all insets. Now that you mention it, yeah, it's pretty fancy. The only plastic posts that disintegrated were the ones in the LCD. So frustrating. Yeah, everything else on this is fantastic and pretty well designed for maintenance. Must have cost a fortune to buy. Floppy drive can lift out. Let me disconnect it. Ooh, that's not going to be easy to get. Let's see. Only. Oh man, I'm far behind. You guys are chatting a lot. That's cool. Let's see. Only other vintage laptops I have are iBook G3 and G4 because I want to have access to PPC machines. Don't blame me there. Yeah. Glad we have MacBook and fridge size SGI. Yeah. Eventually, my data generals will go right there. It's just really hard getting the time to get people to help me bring them in. One of these days, I will have to buy a server lift so I can move that stuff myself and then get them in here if that's what it takes. But they're so expensive. There we go. Let's see. Just G5 or Greg, the rest. Oh, okay. Good to know. I'll just call you G5 then. Let's see. Lifting properly is the key. Lifting properly helps a lot. Oh, I'd really like these floppy drives that have the like heavy flywheel on the bottom. And it looks like it has a magnet there and a sensor, and then that's how it does the speed. That is cool. Yeah, so this is weird, semi-proprietary. So really hope this thing works. That won't be fun to try and replace. Oh, excuse me there. Not to mention carpal tunnel. Ooh, yeah, I have a really weird typing posture that's more like this for non-ergonomic keyboards. Yeah. Rice cooker. I'll be gone for a bit, joining a Zoom. Ooh, man, sorry. Eek. I don't want to say enjoy, but I hope it is a pleasant time. Let's see. Rice Cookers called me. Thanks for the stream. Good luck with your recap. Wait, you have Data General mainframe? Oh, yes. I have a Data General Nova 4X with a couple of Diablo drives and a Micronova with another Diablo drive. The two have removable platter drives that can actually switch between them. So yeah, pretty sweet. I have a video of it on my YouTube channel, which I think you can find in the About page. I added some stuff. So yeah, you could look at that. Eventually, I'm going to have it in here, and they'll be on the slice and dice table here so that I can take a look at some of the parts in that, because I've not attempted to plug it in because it could go big boom, and I will never be able to afford to fix it by buying replacement parts. Yeah. Let's see. This laptop, I have netbook. The netbooks are still pretty good. Acer Aspire 1's not bad. I lived the ePC life for a while. It was pretty good. Let's see. So excited for Data General eventually. Eventually, yes. That is the key. I got to get it in here, and then it'll be one part at a time. So, okay, let's just do this. So I can show you part of it right now. If I switch over here. Okay, all I have to do is just pull this bench forward, and you can see the floppy drive for the Data General. It has a metal door. It is pretty sweet. One day. So I'll leave that there for when Unix gets back. Hey, working table as designed? Yes, it is. Well, that's because this is the only part I can actually lift. And even at that, it's not easy. That's still like an 80-pound floppy drive. So that's the lightest part in the whole thing. So, yeah. Might swap out Trig Gem motherboard for one that works, has AGP. Ooh, AGP is nice, yeah. Let's see. My money is now on a blown tantalum on the underside of that main board. Yeah, let's get back to that. I'll leave that there. It doesn't encroach upon my space. What do we got left here? Another standoff right there. Where did I put that other one? Right here. Yeah, that's fine. I think that's it for fasteners after this. Yep. So the shroud there is held on. Okay. I don't think there are screws holding this in on the other side. I think it just... Oh, it's this stupid cable up here that's got me a couple of times. Why is it rotating from over there? Is it slotted in? Is it glued down? Why? Oh, just need to lift it up. Ah, got it. Okay, bottom side. There are ceramics. There's some tantalums there. Ooh, hello. I like seeing those. Okay, so that could absolutely be a blown tantalum. We'll investigate those. I don't see anything immediately visible, and the one blown tantalum I've encountered would have decorated... Oh, let me switch back here. Would have decorated the bottom of this with a nice little poof somewhere. So I don't think that's going to be it, but we'll take a look a little closer just to make sure. So, this thing is so well designed, man. All right. Let's see. Panels have a short temper. Yeah, it's from this era especially. I actually have a display from, I believe, a either vacuum or moisture test chamber that is plasma. It's, oh man, it was gonna look so good. The one time I tried to power it up, it had a tantalum that poof, blew, cracked, and I haven't gotten to it since. It'll eventually be on the table here to try and get it going again. But yeah, they have a bit of a temper. So here they are. Let's go ahead and bring the camera back to take a look at these. They look like they're probably fine, so I don't think I'm going to run into anything here, but just to be sure. All right, try to do it this way. It won't fall over. So I like this idea a whole lot here. Arm cam, black magic, and boom. Okay. So they are, use a finger to guide, right there. And those look like they're intact. So I don't think those are cracked. So, refab temper as well. Yeah, close-up cam. Yeah, so I did this on stream, actually. I have 2 Blackmagic capture cards in my computer. One of them can only do 1080i at the best resolution, so I don't ever use that one. But actually, this camera, you can output 1080i, and it kind of works. So, yeah, I figured let's do that with a the cables, whatever. I don't know, connect it, use it. Yeah. So let's see. If I have the time and courage, I'll repair my Voodoo 5. Ooh, but I'm not sure about it. Yeah. Tell you what, are you on Discord, G5? Or just email me if you can find that. I think it's on my YouTube About page. I will link you to a page that has some information about that. So that's on my capacitor wiki that I'm still working on. So it'll be released soon. So you could wait until it just gets actually released. But yeah. So, all right, let's take a look here. So I am thinking that those are the cable is real loose. Let me grab a Velcro strip so I can tighten it so it stops turning off. I have some better, it's mini HDMI on this. I have some better mini HDMI cables. This was just the first one I knew where it was. So in the future, this won't be as frustrating. Hopefully it's not the port. I did use it like this for a long time when I was recording videos. It could be that the port is slightly damaged. Yeah, real quick. We got another bodge right there. They just decided not to put a transistor there. Yeah. Hook and loop fabric. Let's just pretend that one was actually Velcro brand. How about that? Let's see. Only thing I have that needs repairs but otherwise works is Master System. Ooh, doesn't read cartridges, but built-in games work. I lucked out. My Master System does actually work. I didn't know that was a thing, but I will keep that in mind if it stops working. Let's see. Keep on looking. There's some more complicated stuff down there. Big old fat ceramic right there. It looks fine. See, back. So you realize I was already subbed to your YouTube channel and I already watched your Nova video? That's funny. But I did, see, just real quick, there's the floppy drive for the Nova. I pulled this table forward so I can show you. Yeah, eventually the whole thing will be in here and one part at a time will come in. But yeah, now I can push this back over there. Yeah, I look forward to getting it working for sure. It's just definitely one of those things where I got a plan for it. All right, let's continue investigating here. See, the Master System has more than one built-in game. I think it's only one game. I want to say Kid Alex. I don't remember exactly. So, Safari Hunt and Hang On. Oh, man, you got some good games. Alex Kid isn't that bad, but Hang On. Whew. All right. Keep on looking. Ooh, hello. That all looks like some smoke stuff happened there. So what do we have going on the other side? Nothing. Not really. Nothing wrong on the other side. Huh. So, if you pay for shipping, I can give you the Data General 1 laptop. It's missing the power supply, but it's supposed to be in working condition. I normally don't do pay for shipping offers because I get a lot of offers and it would kill me on shipping, but that one is something I would particularly like. So yeah, email me about that, and we'll take a look at that. Real quick here, whatever this thing is, it's probably audio jack, maybe, I don't know, but it's got some cracked traces on it, very visibly there. If I grab my poker, bet I can get these to move. If I can get a good hold on it. Not quite, but that's definitely, there's some separation going on right there. Yeah, so that's something that could use some work. I don't know what all this is. Maybe this is just because these are weirder, larger through-hole devices, and that's just smoke from the solder, the flux. I mean, so maybe not an issue. Let's see, other things are looking fine so far. Oh, that's good to see. Actually, that's a real clear view of that. So that red stuff underneath of those SOIC parts are, it's glue. So these parts were glued down before they were put in here. So they might be slightly tricky to remove. Yeah, other than the weird smoke stuff, which now that I look here, I can see another example of in this corner. Where was it? Right there. Yeah, you can see there's some more there. I'm pretty sure that's just flux residue. So, yeah. About the ceramics. Let's see. Not ceramics, tantalums. Get a different angle on those. Yeah, I don't see any signs of those having erupted. So I think those are going to be okay. So, yeah. No problem. We'll email you. Won't surcharge or anything. Just received help in the past from my old computers. Was looking for a tape for a controlled data saver. And I guess it's time to pay back the help I received. All right. Well, I appreciate it. That one will be really awesome to add to go with the mainframe. I've been slowly accruing up. No, I don't like it when I find just random bits of plastic here. Oh well. I've been slowly accruing other things to go with the Data General because I really am interested in it. Want to work on it. It's just hard to get going. So I have a couple of other things that I'll be showing, but yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, we'll get that figured out. So, all right. Yeah, I don't suspect those capacitors are bad. I'm just gonna eyeball this here real quick. Everything there looks good. So I'm going to go with the things here. The real ooky looking stuff there are probably it. And then I can give you a close up of that capacitor's base here. You can see some brown goo there. Where'd the light go? See that there. Bingo. Come on, light. Where'd you hide? I'm so good at losing stuff that I know is within 2 feet of me. Ah, there it is. Yeah, you can see down at the base of that capacitor, that really doesn't look like glue to me. I'm pretty sure that's leaky cap. All right. Is the red box in software or part of the physical optics? Red box. Oh, I believe that's software. Yeah. So if I zoom in once, no. Can I click? I don't remember how to make that go away. I'd set this up very quickly. There are some options for this I will have to look into. Yeah, that's the focal point for the camera. If I had an autofocus lens on here, then I could just hold the shutter down halfway and it would try to autofocus. But this is actually I can just, if we disable that, pop this off here. What I've got going on here is a lens that is actually put on backwards. It can go on both directions here. Because putting a lens on backwards makes it more of a magnifier. And this is a film lens. It's just pure analog, so there are no controls for anything. This could potentially have the aperture be controlled with this little lever if I had it on the other way, but that isn't going to happen with it on backwards. Let's see. So I also have a NES that's straight up dying. Some games won't boot, others work, but work on other SNES. Oh, that's probably the security lockout chip. I actually know someone who has a console like that, and they won't play like third party or won't play first party games. It'll play some third party games. So that kind of sucks. I don't know how to fix that. I haven't looked into it. Unfortunately, that sounds like something you're going to need a proprietary chip to replace with, or maybe some kind of cartridge that goes in between that allows you to use pirate carts, or just get a flash cart and put everything on one. I don't know, but yeah. So, yeah, let's see. I like the nifty box for pointing stuff out. Oh, well, yeah. It is just the autofocus area. It's just meant to give the person using the camera actually an idea of where it is. So let's see. I did not expect that to be set up for that view. Yeah, it's that's the power of macro reversing ring. You get super tight focus, and that lens is actually really good at it. So it works well. The more light I get, the more depth of focus I can have on that as well. So yeah. All right. Let's take a look at this. I think I'm gonna go with replacing all the capacitors on this. I don't know what I want to do about the resistors, and I'm pretty sure diode. So, actually, on that, so real quick, just looking at this, stuff that is actually a transistor here. So, like that one, it says Q20. Some other stuff, it just has like B or 6 or 33. So, I'm wondering if those are diodes. It could even be shorts. And maybe they're just to configure something. I don't know. Whoa, hello. That's real. Whoa, we've got to bring that camera back. Hold on. New discovery. Man, this thing is just chock full of stuff that makes me wince. Could just be the main connectors oxidized for the SNES. That is very possible, yes. Where was that at, actually? Oh, that area sucks, too. There it is, right there. Click. Come on, bring it back. Where is it? Why isn't it showing stuff? Plug this back in. Boop. Come on. Okay, I'm falling behind here. Now it's that way. I used to be able to play Top Gear, but now it's freezing on black screen while the music is playing. Oh, man. That sucks, because there is no time in which it is not appropriate to listen to Top Gear music. It is fantastic. Check the pins are all good. That's really frustrating. Have NES that wouldn't read anything. Clean the main connector in the cart. Worked. Well, that's good. Even ran a test cart ROM on there. It's passing a test, but there's issues with the console. That's weird. The beige monoliths. I'm not sure what that is reference to. Weird. I know I need to go through my SNES stuff in my carts. Place the batteries. Ooh, forgot about that being a thing. Looks like NES lockout chip can be disabled. Ooh, that's good. It's a shame only NES. Common modifications disable the chip entirely by cutting pin 4 and Control X. Oh, that's nice. All right, why is this capture card not showing up? 1060 Pro, 1080i. Didn't change the HDMI settings on me, did it? HDMI, 1080i. Okay, yeah, just show up. Man, why is it not? Component, HDMI. Decided it doesn't want to work now. For some real suspicious, no, I can't show you without this now. I'm liking having this. I'm getting accustomed to it. Oop, I think I had it for a moment. This cable, yeah, this cable's not good. Okay, there we go. Hold on. Ooh, it's super not good. Wow. All right, I know I have another one. I'll be right back. All right. Mini HDMI right angle, which means it'll work with it. And then if that somehow fails, then I have another dedicated cable. This is the one I would actually use when filming with this camera. Oh, okay. And boop, worked first time. Okay, that's the problem. All right. Switch. Zoom. Get this cable off while I'm here. But take a look at that. So, that power resistor seems like it got rather hot. And maybe did some rude things to the board there, because that does not seem right to me. Oh, yeah, that looks really, really bad, actually. Kind of see down in there. Let me bump up the ISO a little here. Oh, maybe it's fine. I'm not sure. But it really looks like something's not right to me. Maybe it just got hot. I don't know. Now that I'm seeing it more magnified, it doesn't look as bad. It looks like it doesn't wiggle. Just real crusty looking, I guess. I thought that was going to be something. Huh. I presume those aren't cracks, just flux. Yeah, it actually looks like it is flux on camera. In person, it looked like cracks, but now that I'm seeing it close up, it looks a lot more like cracks. I don't think it's what I was thinking. Is that a previous repair? No, this thing is just partially hand assembled. Like, you can see the horrible transistor bodge I was talking about right there, where there's a cable going through. You can see there was never solder on that center pin. It was never installed. At the factory, they put those transistors in by hand, and one of them had the leg snipped and a wire put through to go to the other one instead. So yeah, this is so weird. This thing must have cost thousands of dollars when it was new with all this hand rework. So, yeah, I really thought that was going to be something, but it looks like it's not. I'm going to just take a look over this real quick here. Make sure there's nothing else. And I don't like the look of this corner, but I think that's just flux. I don't see anything in particular that's wrong. So. Glue holding the parts down on this one as well, it seems. Yeah, it's just that horrible area in the center. That's about the worst I can see as far as what might be an issue. Where am I at? Aperture. Oh man, I got this thing way open. There we go. That's an appropriate level. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and presume that whatever happened with that capacitor that likely leaked through the vias down to there is what caused the smoking. Because these look a little crispy. Where's my poker? So that one, especially right there, looks a little crispy, and that part too. So these may have got hot when I tried to plug it in a while ago. If I remember correctly, when I did it, I plugged it in, saw the smoke, and like immediately yanked the power back out because I didn't trust it. And I didn't know what condition it was in. So, yeah. Yeah, yeah, that's my main suspicion is that this capacitor right here, which if I refocus, you can see has leaked down there, leaked through vias like the one right there, which goes down to that area and then caused the damage. I'm guessing that's what it is. So, yeah. Let's see. before I get a clone SNES, I'm focusing on getting my gaming rig back online. Windows went haywire in 2020. Ugh, that's unfortunate. Windows can be a total pain. That's why I'm using Linux here, because this has been just pain-free. Oh man, we're probably not going to get to the portable 386 again, because this thing is taking so long. Been kind of fun to look at. But yeah, okay, let's document all the capacitors on here and then those couple of resistors, because I think that's going to be the best way to go for right now. So, because this does not have autofocus, this camera, I'm going to switch back to the GoPro while I read out all the capacitors and make the page. So, yeah. See, only this past week ordered an SSD because no way I'm reinstalling Windows and mechanical HD. Yeah, definitely. That's highly recommended for everyone. See, yeah, someone I know seems to have having BSODs fix it with some regedit. Is Linux easier? Hearing Linux and pain-free in the same sentence is not something I hear that often. Yeah, definitely not. It's Linux is a double-edged sword for sure. Like actually, the laptop I'm about to show you my website and do stuff on over here. So this is a 4K panel on this thing. I got that so I could do video editing on it, and it's apparently some kind of like hardware locked 4K only signal. And when you change resolutions, it actually scales the X window down to whatever, but then blows it back up to 4K to send it. Well, I didn't quite appreciate that, and it gave me the option to just send 640 by 480. When I did that, the timings were somehow wrong for the display driver for the panel, and it cooked it a little bit, and it started flickering a row or a column of the display for a bit, and I thought I was going to have to RMA the laptop, and then it turned out that it I don't know if it cooled down or what, but it stopped doing it, but it just scared me. But that was just because I sent a 640 by 480 signal to it, whereas Windows would have happily hidden that behind layers of drivers and obfuscation. So yeah, it can be a thing, yeah. So yeah. See, I want to daily drive Manjaro, but haven't made the switch yet. I just run Ubuntu, Kubuntu. I'd like having it be well supported and simple. So that's how I usually look at it. All right, let's bring up the laptop here, actually. So just refresh that, and boom, we got the website. So I'm going to be documenting all of the capacitors that are on this onto a website that I will be launching soon. I actually recorded the video right before I started streaming today on what all will be put on here, or what this is. So I'm looking forward to announcing that, because I've also been holding back these streams until I get this video done, because I don't want people flooding it before I can do that. So yeah, let's see. Toshiba T1600, and it is what this is. Let's go ahead and make this page here. Visual editing. Alrighty, I'm going to use the camera. Oh, I got this. Put the original lens back on, get some pictures of stuff. Ooh, actually, I should take a picture of that grungy looking area. There's a red dot. There it is. Oh, that's horrifying. So bad looking. See, I would like to get in here closer, so I'm going to do this sideways. This website's too big. Hold on. That'll work. This sideways and then lean over this. Let me stabilize and get closer. Oh, that was a real good picture. Do it again, slightly closer. Even better. Oh man, that's horrifying when you can see it in real good detail. Oh wow. That's fun. All right. Go for some wider shots of the board. Oh, I have a CPL on here. I did not realize that. All right, having a little tripod attached to this thing makes it so much more stable. This is nice. Okay, how do you like that Keychron keyboard? Thought about getting one, but they seem to have differing reviews. So, I am of a mixed mind of it. Uh, I like using it, but if I turned off the lights, you would see that it's going to be flashing this. Oh, actually, it is connected. It has weird connectivity issues for me that are frustrating. So, I don't know, but it does work, and when it works, it's nice. I went with blue. This is also the hot swap model with a white backlight. I'm probably going to put greens in here because I like heavier feel keyboards, but I like it overall. So, yeah. Let's see. Gosh, it's nice to see a workbench where one can get the camera out and take nice reference photos of a workpiece. Yes. Also, didn't realize how long it's been since I've heard DSLR mirror clicks. Yeah, I like shooting with an actual DSLR because I can control all of the settings and stuff. So, yeah. But yeah, this I built this workbench myself specifically for this kind of work to do this setup. So that is why it's like that. Why it works so well for this. Yeah, it's visible enough. All right. That's all that. That's the documentation of that. And then when I get it back together, I'll have to take a nice wide shot. As I get these caps labeled or documented, since these are, I think these are all Elna brand. Nope, these are a different brand. What are these? Those are Marcon. Okay, those are the ones that failed in the IBM 5150 power supply, so we'll definitely be replacing those. Yeah. Go ahead and start documenting this. So it definitely seems like it was 1989. Leak risk, we're going to go with medium. Batteries, yes. Multiple rechargeable. And that will fail. How come I can't get a spelling option there? Chargeable. Are leaking. Destructive entry, no. Okay. Save. Is this a Keychron Key 8 by a chance? Yes, it is. I went with that because I wanted it to be as normal as possible without a numpad, just because it's literally the same width as the man, you still can't see it. Same width as the laptop I'm using, so it fits with it when I'm moving the laptop around. So, also, hello, Dr. Stoffel, since it's your first time chatting. I've seen your video on the workbench. I need to build one as well. I don't have a good workbench currently. Yeah, these came out really, really well. I like these a lot. So I have one of those two has connection issues, two on Bluetooth. Yeah, it's really frustrating. I'll be using it 2 feet away from the laptop, and it'll like repeat key presses and stuff. It's really frustrating. I specifically wanted a Bluetooth mechanical keyboard for situations like this where I'm moving it around, and it will have issues. It's really annoying. So unfortunately, fortunately or fortunately, I kind of got it on a good deal. I'm not really sure how the pricing is weird on these. Apparently, you should not buy them on Amazon. I didn't know that. I think I might have been able to get it cheaper from the manufacturer, but not with all the features I got, which some of which I care about, some of which I don't. So I don't know. So I almost got a Keychron, but my Mac Mini HD gave up on the ghost on me. Oh, that sucks. Oh, yeah, gonna have to, yeah. I like it elsewise though. So that's the thing. It's just the frustrating things. So, alrighty. Let's see. The T1600 is a 286 laptop with an ALPS keyboard, dual batteries. That's not how you spell batteries. 3.5-inch FDD. An unknown interface hard drive. I never figured that out. That thing is weird. And HDD. Symptom: smoke when plugged in. Causes: leaking capacitor, shorting resistors. Question mark, because I'm not sure. Let's see. Man designing 24th century version of the NX01 is interesting. 24th century. I mean, like, later? I can't remember what century NX01 is. I want to say 22nd? Is that something that's in, like, the new Discovery? Or in Discovery? Although they're the 28th century, aren't they? I don't remember. Let's see. Mail you using your YouTube email or address will be... Ooh, man, you're in Europe? Oh, man. Okay, we'll figure that out. Oh. Seen one go on eBay for 50 with wood palm rests. Yeah. For 50 it feels like a good deal, but it depends on what you all get on it. No, there was no magic smoke that happened, thankfully. We diagnosed and repaired a bad video cable. Yeah, really. Let's see. France, okay. I believe I have found bad capacitor here has leaked down onto the resistors down there. So I'm hoping that is the problem, and I'm going to document everything on this board, and then I will order replacement parts for it later. So yeah. So now I'm on my laptop. Sauron CPU Sandy Bridge, not the best thing. It's got SSD and 12 gigs of RAM. It's not bad. Let's see. They're in the 32nd century. Oh, but not. I'm basically redoing. Oh, you're modeling or designing. Okay, you're designing one. Oh, okay, that's cool. That is cool. I love the NX01. I have the official model toy thing for it. It's really nice. Solution. Clean and recap. Possibly replace parts on bottom. Disassembly notes. The screen hinge plastic is very brittle and may break. Let's see. No, Magic Most did not get released during the stream. No. We definitely had one last stream. Yeah, different piece of equipment. Okay, so we're going to go with power supply. Let's get some markings marked down. So FIV, now I can go back and delete that N, get rid of that extra U. FIV PS3. Toshiba is planning ahead for Sony. Man, there's a lot of weird markings on here. Also, it says Toshiba on it, so I'm just going to put that down. IBI. Well, there's actually a comma in the silk screen, and here I've been delineating with commas, so I'll just put in quotation marks. IBI M4V. You know what? This is in silk screen, and it has what looks to be a 0, but I'm going to pretend it's an O because I think it should have a slash through it if it is a 0. No, that's not what I want. Stop it. Let's see. NX-01 was a holo program run by Commander Riker pretending to be the ship chef. I don't remember that, since pretty sure TNG was retired by the time Enterprise was airing. I don't know. Pretty sure even if it looks kind of anachronistic for its time period, because TOS was 70s and well, yeah, they got all sorts of problems with that. Weird technical continuity. Enterprise actually felt more real since they used a bunch of 4x3 and 16x9 LCD panel. That was kind of funny. I liked that. Oh, last episode. Oh, we don't talk about the last episode of Enterprise. That doesn't exist. No. Okay. Back to documenting here. 3, 6, P, 1, 2, 9, 2, 6G. Okay. Oh, there's a sticker with more? Dash 0, 1, B. I don't know. Whatever. That's gonna have to do. Okay, that's enough, at least. Oh, big old long, I'm guessing, serial number sticker down there, so I don't know. Let's see. Also, that only in the last, same as we don't talk about redacted in Voyager. I'm not allowed to say its name. Let's see. It wouldn't be Kess when she came back, would it? Because that was kind of dumb. Trying to think what I would think it would be. S2E15. Ooh, I don't have it down that well. That's the most you will get. Okay, well that wouldn't be when Kess came back, because that was kind of dumb. Overall, though, Voyager's the best Star Trek. I'm just going to put that out there. Voyager's definitely the best. Neelix to be objectionable. Oh, is there some maybe I could potentially see something there? I don't know. I like Neelix overall by the end of the show, but I don't know. I can see stuff there. All right. Rift as this time. Let's document these caps. So they, let's see here. Okay, 3300. That was a Nichicon sneaking in there. That's weird. Okay. So these two are the same. Let's start with these. So we got C1 and C2. That's nice. Nice and starting where I want. C1, C2. Quantity 2. Capacitance 3300. UF. Voltage. It don't need to be a lot. Well, I think they need to be more than 10. Why are they only 10 volts? That doesn't make sense. Hold on, I am genuinely curious now if these are connected to the input. Okay, so I'm guessing this is negative. We can just test it here. No. Here. Oh, I should set it to continuity. Okay, good. All right. Okay, that makes sense. Now positive. No way. Okay, no, they're not. All right. That would be 10 volt caps on a 12 volt input, and that would be dumb. Really double checking here. Okay. Hold on. What is... Oh, it's caps might be discharging and then pulling current in. Okay, I don't know. But it doesn't seem to be connected directly. Okay, so I was going to say we should uprate the capacitors on replacements if they are only that. So, all right. Warp 10. Oh, Warp 10 was cool. I don't know what you're talking about. Let's see. Maybe for 3.3 volt filtering, possibly, or 5 volt. I wouldn't be surprised if nothing on this thing actually has 3.3 volts. Maybe some stuff on there. That seems like a little more advanced board, but I don't think so. I'm guessing, I just don't, where's there a 5 volt regulator nearby? There's a 78 DL005. So this is probably 7805. So maybe this goes into that, and then those are bulk capacitance for the 7805. Okay. Because it would make sense if it was a 5 volt regulated input. It's got to be a 12 volt. So the Nichicon there, that's the 16 volt cap. So that could be that. Let's see. There is a line filter, a fine line between explosive and RC filter. Yeah. Let's see. 10 volts is plenty, I'm sure. Well, it's a 12 volt input. That was why I was really confused. So, yeah. Okay, it was convenient every season ended with some special anomaly that knocked 10 years off their 70-year journey. Well, I mean, you got to make it happen somehow. It would have been worse if they got to the end and they still hadn't made the full progress, and then they just took the Borg shortcut. I mean, if they'd been, actually making progress a little bit at a time, makes it better. See, so Voyager favorite. It's not mine, but it's still partly in my trivia wheelhouse. Did Voyager, in fact, lose more shuttlecraft and fire more torpedoes than it ever actually had? They kind of made it ambiguous since they had Harris start making his own shuttles. So, maybe they made more, because that's the thing. Is like, if he could build a super fancy shuttle, what's to say they couldn't just tell Replicator, like, make us a new one, out of bits. So, have you searched for board schematics yet? I have not. I doubt they exist. Generally, I don't really do that as like a step here. I could look real quick. Let me hide the laptop and do that. So let's see. I mean, I doubt it. Let's see, Toshiba. The thing is that I normally would say it's impossible, but this seems to be such a high production value computer that maybe there is. Service manual. My stomach really says I should eat some lunch. There's a maintenance manual. Let's see. Oh my gosh, the beginning of the manual, I don't have the rights to show you this manual. It'll be copyrighted by Toshiba, so I'm not going to show it to you. But it starts out by saying the Toshiba T1600 is one of the lightest portable computers available, offering high technology, speed, excellent legibility, IBM PC 8T compatibility, and battery machine. Oh, that's hilarious. Basically, yes, but Tom Paris built 2 Delta Flyers, and they probably traded with species they encountered for materials to construct replacements. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Something else I never talked about in Voyager is that they never needed that energy wall sweep thing that Enterprise did in that episode with the horse saddle. Energy wall sweep thing. I'm not sure what that is. Voyager fell victim to the same continuity discarding as the rest of Trek before Enterprise. Nobody simply cared. See, I would have also been loved to have been present during auditions when the Doctor introduced himself with the last name Picardo. Yeah, that would have been funny. Let's see. They also built the Astrometrics lab. Yeah, that part that bothers me more than the shuttlecraft. Is like they had the space to just build like this giant empty spherical room full of LCDs, so 7 of 9 could go nerd out. I mean, they just what? Baryon sweep. I don't. Space Digos. Oh man, I don't remember. Man, it's probably time for me to rewatch Voyager again. Let's see, G5 only had 36 torpedoes. In the end, they used about 90. I don't know, I'm supposed to be looking at schematic here. Let's see. This manual thing, this maintenance manual is 141 pages. Whoa. See, 20 megabyte hard disk is random access type storage, equipped non-removable, mini Winchester type heads. Okay, I think that's just means it's got the like needles. Doesn't say what the interface is. Although the one in there actually looks more normal than the one I've got here. So I don't know. Maybe the 40 meg is different. See, I think the astrometrics lab on Voyager was a room when she launched, but it was extremely incomplete, and they had to rush her out of space dock. Oh, okay. The thing you're looking at is hosted on a URL related to cold degrees. At the end, it has schematics. Yes. Okay. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Chipotle Clover. Only Picard has gone before. 2 p.m. No, I always start at, time zones. But I'm always starting at 10 a.m. where I am because it gives me time to come in and prepare and maybe do a little bit of work. And then, but I won't stay too late and then be exhausted. You know, I don't know if you've been hearing like doors slamming and stuff. The later I stay here, the more noise there will be. So I try to have all of my filming done by like 2 p.m. typically. So I can hear that a lot of noise is about to start actually. Uh-oh. So that's fun. Okay. Baryon Sweep was in TNG. Apparently a ship that had been using high warp for a while needs a Baryon Sweep for some reason. I don't know. Oh, the gel packs were stupid. Yeah. Gel packs were very dumb. I'm just going to skip to the end of this thing and look for the schematics. So. Okay. Oh, man, they show the keyboard layouts for all the different languages. This is one of the best repair manuals I've ever seen. Has those part listings for capacitors. Oh, hold on. The schematic will probably tell us what that weird diode thing is. All right, let's look at this. Is this OCR'd? It is OCR'd. Okay. Well, these don't seem to have model number type things listed. Let's see. Come on, power supply. Is that power supply? Oh, it looks very power supply. Wow, that power supply drawing is really good. Power supply board. Okay, I'm just gonna copy power supply board and search for that on here. See how many times it shows up. Control F, paste. Okay. Shows up 20 times already. See if we can find schematics on that. Let's see. Ooh, hello. Backlit liquid crystal display is composed of LCD module, EL panel, EL power supply board. Oh, okay. So it's going to be a backlit monochrome display then. That makes sense. Okay. I'm actually really impressed by this mail. Yeah, it's nice. I'm really glad you pushed me to look at this here. Power supply board. Man, it basically tells you what you would need to even replace the power supply with something custom because it says how much current each individual part draws. Wow. It has a troubleshooting workflow. It's so dumb you can't show it on stream. I really don't want to get into that kind of thing because I don't know. I mean, the likelihood is that Toshiba wouldn't care. I don't think they even make computers now. I think they nixed that division like last year. But I don't want to get into that. They could have like sold their library to some troll for copyrights. I don't know. Copyright is so dumb. But yeah, I won't be showing this kind of thing on stream. And when the website launches, you can't put anything on there. I'm not sure Toshiba actually still exists. Yeah, yeah, they're still around. But yeah, power supply, problem isolation. Trying to find me a schematic. Oh wait, this is way at the top of the page. There's no way the power supply's schematic is there. Let's keep cracking on here. Actually, am I seeing that there is not a schematic for the power supply? Yeah, Sokoloft, I think that is what the DG1 is. Let's see, Toshiba flash memory, yeah, Kioxia, yeah. Uh, their hard drives went from Toshiba to HGST. Yeah, they're kind of trying to. They're doing like the opposite thing of most Japanese companies. They're centralizing their industry into like one thing, which really disappoints me because I always wanted Toshiba to make cars, just because lots of Japanese companies also make cars, and I feel like it would just be cool for them in particular to do it. I don't know why. I don't have a good explanation. Mitsubishi, yeah, exactly. They make every single thing under the sun. It's literally a Mitsubishi part right here. So, yeah. It has a pinout of the CPU board connector, but I don't think I'm seeing a schematic for the power supply board. This manual is so close to perfect. I'm going to guess pretty much everyone who has this manual probably has the same one. Although the next one I look at is slightly different. 74 pages. PSU, no user serviceable parts. Well, I mean, in fairness, they made it so modular that if you really had an issue back in the day, you would have just swapped out the power supply entirely. But it does suck now, like 30 years later. So, well, there's a thread on Vogons about restoration from Rasic Gamer, actually. Let's see. This is 2015, so actually not too long after I roasted mine, or around the same time. See, one company I do not want making cars or computers is Konami. Oh, man. Would they also make it so that the car gets bricked if you don't charge it? Aren't they the one who put the suicide capacitor in some of their arcade games? Let's see. Do, do, do. Uh, by the way, Nova service manual. Oh, for the one. Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say I've searched high and low for service manuals on all of the parts I have for the mainframe, but no avail. There's supposedly one person who has them. I've been directed to multiple times. When I got in contact with them, they couldn't get me much. Hardly working. I don't know if you missed it, but I'm talking about a Data General Nova. Uh, yeah, I have a Data General Nova 4X that I really need to get working, but also a Data General Micro Nova. Yeah, context help. uh, yeah, laptop thread's not helping me out a whole lot. So, all right, I'm just going to go ahead and continue documenting the parts myself. At least eventually this information will be out there for people. So, why is my pedal not working? There we go. All right, let's continue on here. So mounts, through hole radial, through hole radial, diameter. Alrighty. On. It is a 16 millimeter capacitor. Temp, I believe I saw 85. Oh, 105. Ooh, fancy. Type, it's aluminum electrolytic. I never remember the NHTSA or whatever it is acronym, so I don't blame you. All right, now this one, you'll be able to see this here. They have the United Chemicom logo there, and I think that this one actually is, unlike that weird power supply for the 386 system. So I actually did more research on that, and it's complicated. Well, that's what's actually probably Nippon Chemicon. Turns out that the Samyang capacitors actually, well, they worked with Nippon Chemicom eventually to create Korea Chemicom, and they branded capacitors as Korea Chemicom, but the Samyang capacitors that are inside the Chemicom logo probably aren't legit, which is weird. So yeah, I'm guessing these are SXF series, SXF series. So yeah, it's that was really strange. I kind of had a little bit of a rabbit hole to go down reading about those capacitors because they just were so strange. All right, I'm guessing that's C3. It indeed is. Wow, that wire is so rigid. Why? Is there something wrong? Has it been corroded? No, I think maybe there's just too much solder in it. Okay. Well, I'm also going to put this as M series because I'm really not sure. M. Because it says M right next to the temp. Okay. So C3, there's one. This one is 2200 UF. Oh, hello. I mark that as U when it is not 3300 U. That would be a whole lot. It's radial through hole. Looks like it's also 16 millimeter. Just be sure here. I'll bump this forward so you can actually see what I'm doing. 16. Yoink. Can I ask what you do for work? This. I'm a YouTuber, actually. So I have done work as an embedded systems engineer, which is probably the more relevant part to your question or answer to your question. But no, I actually do YouTube as as my line of work. Good catch there, Koreanix. Typing too many things. What systems did you... No. Continue editing. What systems did you embed Texas Instruments TIVAs most commonly? The C series. ARM Cortex M4, if I remember right. This was... It is actually 105. Seem like a smart dude who knows his stuff. Well, thank you. I try my best. Let's see. Nichicon. And I believe this is PLM series. See, I've done work with MSP 430G line myself. I did a little bit with that, not as much. Yeah. He's a YouTuber, you know how to bluff. It's really hard to bluff when you can't edit live. So let's just go with that. Let's see. Yeah, MSP 430 is pretty good. I need to get into that a little more, although it's probably way too old now. Now that I think about it, to really be worth the effort, because I was always interested in the lower power consumption of it. Okay, that's it for that. Let's keep it on here. This is C4. There's one of them. See, I still remember when he was Akakuku. Yeah, you actually got that pretty good. Only thing is that it's the second K that's capitalized, not the last one. Another reason why that name was such a pain. Okay, so C4 is 470 UF, 470 UF, 25 volt for some reason. So, Tech Tangents on YouTube? Yes, that would be me. And then this appears to be all the same credentials as this first one here, but slightly different diameter. Let's see, I used to remember it, but I eventually forgot after the casing. I'm gonna guess a name change. Yeah. Name change was such a needed thing. 10 millimeter cap. 10 millimeter. All right, that's X4, not. It's supposed to be C4. Come on. C4. Okay. Yeah, see, that's. There are lots of reasons it was not great. Okay, wow, that is a short, stubby, little, tiny one down in there. That's weird. Okay, so this one is 2250, and that one is different. Okay, these three look like they might be the same. All the Marcons, Temple 220, 220. Yep, so those are the same. Let's do those next. So, wow. So it's C8, C9, C45. C8, C9. Nope. C9, C45. There are three of them. Let's see. Sometimes I don't even remember my own name. If I saw a cap labeled C4, I'd be worried about it. I gotta admit, I always kind of chuckle in my head whenever I see a C4 ref does. See, I also remember you being furious at IBM because of how horrible the 5153 was to service. Did you finally recap it with better caps? No. So I probably have them in here. But the problem is I have so many little DigiKey bags in there. I did order them. They're somewhere, but they got lost, and I gotta go back to the video and see what the specs were. I might even just reorder them when I buy all the parts for stuff like this. I will do that eventually, but no, I haven't gotten into that yet. Let's see. C4 is a transmission wheel forward. I believe that means that it's not bad. Got a Tremec in there. Let's see, really, I think you'd want to be able to see for yourself when working on a board. All right, let's keep on here. These are 220, if I remember right. Yep, 220, 10 volt. 220, we have 10 volt. Do a whole radial. They're probably, I'm gonna go with 6 millimeter. Boom. 6 millimeter, temp 85. These are not good. Yeah. 85C. Aluminum. They are not. They are Marcon. And I think these are M. But the CESE. You know, these are CESE. Just CESE. All right. C. C4 is a 3-speed auto. Oh, is it? No, it's T5. That's one I'm thinking from Tremec. Yeah, that's right. Late 60s or early 80s. 3-speed auto. I wonder if that's what's in my 88 town car. Probably not. It's a little late for that. Most likely. That one's not doing tremendous. Okay, all the rest of these are... Oh, wait, hold on. We got one more here. That is C10 is included in that. C10 space. 4 of them. C6 was a big block 3-speed. Okay. All right, so I'm going to do... Let's go with this one next. That is... Wait, why is that one labeled C4? Hold on. What was this? Well, that one's C11. Whoops. There is a C4, but that one was C11. C11. Now C4. I'm glad I'm doing all of them. One wire. I couldn't bend the wire out of the way, and I saw the two things on top. Whoops. Let's see. I feel that way about the 2-speed jam power. 2-speed go and stop. Yeah. Almost got a deck alpha last year. It was still working, but couldn't get it across red tape. Oh, dang it. That sucks. Oh, going to the shredder. I really, that always hurts. 56 UF 35 volt. That's a very unusual number. 35. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like another 6, but it's small radial. I gotta take off. Thanks for the great stream and convo. No problem. Hope you have a good day. And thanks for stopping by. That is a 6mm. Oh, whoops. Wrong cell. Let's copy that. And then it is another Nippon. So, probably good. 105M and SXF. Okay. Alrighty, C4 is really good plastic explosive. Yeah. It's not weird if you grow up with it. I once rented a car with a 5-speed auto and was tripping up the extra shifting. I just haven't had good luck with automatic transmissions. Both my town car and my van, I gotta accelerate a little bit more than I gotta get the RPMs up a little higher in second gear, and then back off for the third gear transition because it's not doing so great and it hunts around for it for a while, and I need to rev match a little bit differently. It's kind of frustrating. Okay, this one is a Nichicon. And then this one is just Long Life brand as far as I can tell. Oh, no, that's the Elna. That's right. So weird. So 22F 50 volt. Okay. See, oh, I didn't get the ref as C5. C5. There's one. It's 22 UF. Yep. 22 UF 50 volts. 50 volt. Through hole radial. Probably 6. Just be sure. Yep. Boom, boom. It's probably all that. But now that I think about it, C4 was not that. They were Chemicon. Oh, no. This is Nichicon. Whoops. There we go. Yeah, it's all that. Okay. Don't know. Don't show the Toshiba service manual because of the strike fear, and then talk about C. That's a different thing. Copyright versus content is handled differently. So, plus I can show the context of talking about C4, and it's obviously fine. The context of showing a service manual, it's never going to be fine. You just can't. Let's see. Impulse transmission is unhappy. Complains a decent amount if I'm making a left turn. That's not good. Formula 1 cars have 8-speed. Yeah, they're crazy. CVTs feel wrong. I don't like them. No, I do not want a car with a CVT. Okay, that was C5. Right? No, that was C. Man, I am somehow really sucking at this. This was C6. C5 is the bad one. Okay. Okay, we're on to that one now. C5. Okay. There is one. Really wanted a CVT in my Fit, but they didn't make it to the States in time for when I bought. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that they were really that well pushed, or that much pushback against them. 150 UF. That's a slightly weird amount, just a little tiny bit. 35 volt. Radial through hole. I'm gonna guess 10mm. Yep. Wrong cell. 10mm. Times probably 85 because it's garbage. No, it's 105. Electrolytic, but Elna, E-L-N-A brand, Elna. And series is a little difficult to tell. CE? M? Not sure. M, comma, CE. We can go with that. Okay. Apparently some kind of new discussion about introducing content ID-like system to more parts of the internet, so I don't blame you for being concerned about showing stuff. Like, yeah, no, I'm not, I don't want to poke the bear. So. See, now they put loudspeaker and exhaust pipe. Yeah, that part's really dumb. Or in the car. that really bothers me. There's not enough engine sound in the car. Like luxury BMWs, they'll put engine sound in the car while you're driving. The whole point's make it silent. Why would you pipe engine sound into the car? Ugh. Let's see. A lot of weird stuff is fake. Alright. So, done. I gotta get this stupid one way down in there. That one's gonna be a pain. I'm gonna get the light that I've lost again. There it is. I need to stop putting it on top of other black things. Okay, it is C7. C7. I figure out what it actually is. Oh, there's one. Let's see. What's a Nichicon 10 UF 25 volt? 10 UF 25 volt. It's Nichicon, but it's not the same series that the other ones have been. Might even be 85C. This through hole radial. Super stubby though. Wow, getting a measurement on that one's gonna be hard, but it's about 5. 5 millimeter. Okay, see if I can figure out a temp and a series. I really can't show you, but this capacitor is so short and stubby that there isn't enough jacket on it that the temperature was not printed. You can't see it. It just missed it. You can see the first C, or the C of the last one, and then it's just gone. Wow. So that's not visible. I'm guessing 85, but it's a lower quality series. So, I don't know. Yeah, degrees Celsius, a normal thing? Well, yeah, it's just, yeah, question mark degrees. Yeah. Seeing the table you made me realize there's no Corvette people in chat pointing out how they refer to different. Well, I mean, we were talking about transmissions, not Corvettes, so. Okay, I think that's all of them. Done. All 4 of those are done. Okay, so that's it for there. I'm going to create my first table of resistors here. And then document those. Let's see. Insert table. Okay. Ref des Q quantity. I'm trying to remember to actually spell this out. I normally just QTY, but I'll just try to actually spell it. Marking and footprint / length. All right. Yeah, you've been going for 2.5 hours. Yeah, I didn't want to go this long. But I kind of have to get this finished. I only have to document these, and then I'm going to start the reassembly, and then we're calling it because I don't want to go too far. So, see, I'm not into car at all. The only one I like is Dodge Viper. Don't even have a driver's license. I'm 44. Well, I don't blame you for liking the Viper. I'm curious if the older the Vipers are, the more you like them, because I very much like first-gen Viper the most. It's got to have 3-spoke wheels. It's a shame about the convertible-only nature, but eh. Okay, so I believe these are all 0603. They're pretty close. I'm pretty sure that's it. Yeah. Let's see. R142. R142. And that one is marked 473. I'll get an actual value. I'll put a thing in for value, but I'm not going to try and figure that out. That might be value 47. There'll be, 47 and then 3, so that would be what, 4.7K, I believe, is what that would be. But I'm not sure. I'm going to look that up later. Just double check what the markings are, because I don't want to be wrong in here. The length is really can't see with all the garbage on it. Well, 3, 4, 5, but I'm pretty sure it's 0603. I should put that in. How do I want to denote that this is imperial, not metric? Because we need to actually do that. So it would be space IM? Maybe? Is that the best way to do that? Because I'm referencing it in imperial, and it could be metric. I don't know. I've never encountered anyone who uses metric footprints, but it's possible. This one's 223. There's only one. 2.2K probably, but I'll double check that before I commit that. Let's see. Or put the actual unit. Let's see. Well, no. So the thing is there isn't an actual unit here. What we're talking about, these are package sizes. So it's like, I think it's 6 mils or 6 thousandths of an inch long, and then 3 thousandths of an inch wide. Yeah, 0603 for that. In imperial, and then in metric, I think that it's 0.6 millimeters and 0.3 millimeters, so it's different. So in imperial proper, it would be like, there's no thing inch. I mean, that's the thing, is it's not fully well standardized and documented. So I'm not sure exactly how I should reference it. R59, there's one of those, and then it's 472. So that'd be 470 ohms, I believe. I don't remember precisely. And it's again 0603 imperial. Okay. Resistors. What might be the best way to do this going forward, because again, everyone, if you aren't aware, this is a website that I'm going to be publishing. Other people will be able to put it in there. They're all imperial, put it in the header. Yeah, I was going to say this. So the idea is that other people will be able to use this website. Maybe I should have 2 columns, footprint, imperial, and then in the future when other people go to document this, I'll have another one that is footprint, metric, and then you can delete whichever one you don't use, because that might make the most sense, because I believe that they're just kind of staggered off by 1. So 0603 here might be equivalent to 0805 in metric. I can't remember, but they're really close like that. So I'm not sure. I was under the impression those codes are always metric. No, they're not. That's the thing. I'm pretty sure that's imperial here, for 0603. Yeah. So Oh, entirely possible I could have got burned by that outline discrepancy eventually. Yeah. I mean, obviously, plain cubes, yeah. Just banana for scale, it is 1/10,000th of a banana. So, yeah, I'm guessing that should be... That's probably the best way to go. Footprint Imperial. I like that. Okay. Now I need diode. See, I want to get rid of that empty space, but I'll do that later. Insert table diode. Oh, hold on. Diode. Ah, give me the thing. Ref des, whatever. Ref des. Unfortunately, the ref des is 33. No, it's 6. It's just 6. I don't know. I really think it's a diode. You know what? I found another thing labeled 6, and it has a different part number in it. That's interesting. You know what? Let's, I bet the diode's still good. Let's just see what the forward voltage is. Alright. Here's the 34401A. So going from this side to, I was going to probably take me a bit to poke through all the crud. That side doesn't seem to want to go. Let's try it in the opposite direction. Half a volt. That looks very diode to me. I'm pretty sure it is a diode. You haven't inverted your cam? No, I've tried very much not to. So I'm going with diode on that one. I don't know what exact specification, that's the problem, but definitely diode. Ref does 33. Quantity 1. Let's see. Markings. That should be plural. N, lowercase u. I think that's about as good as we got. So it's important to note that all the parts have diode. Well, I mean, a transistor would show up as a diode, but the thing is that those legs are shorted, and that doesn't make sense for a transistor. Forward voltage. It's pretty standard. Is that 0.5 or 0.55? It's probably similar enough. 0.5 volt. That's a parenthesis, not a 0. Can't capital a 0. I think I can delete this row. Delete row, because we're only marking the 1. I can put that caption on here now. Properties. Caption, enable. Close. There we go. Diode. probably don't need to replace the diode. I don't know about the resistors. They're a little weird. I don't like that resistor is green. Not that I think something's wrong. I just wonder if it's significant in some way. I don't know what the other thing is. I'm just going to add a note. Green. Note. Case is green. It's normal for them to be black, but I've never seen green. Isn't green resistor, snaps, inductor? Yeah, but it's got a resistor type marking, and it's marked as R142. So, I don't know. There are a bunch of them over here, all the exact same value. And they go from this, it looks like, wherever that control chip is. I'm guessing those are just ground, because they all tie into each other. There's probably ground over there. Yeah, I should just leave this multimeter on. I'm just scared I'm going to leave the VFD on overnight. No, they're not tied to ground. Could be tied high or something. I don't know. But they're all tied to something over here. And you wouldn't tie inductors like that. So here, oh, R142 is different. The bands I thought were microhenry in the same style of resistors. Yeah. Yeah, green resistors are often precise ones from V-shape. Okay, that could make sense. Yeah. Also, Wizard Tim, I just have to say, thank you so much for how much work you're doing on the website. I really appreciate it. I don't know, I don't think you're in the Discord server, but I just recorded the video today and for announcing the website. So it's actually going to go public soon. I'm looking forward to it. I think we're at a good point now where it's ready. So it'll be high tolerance. Then the other ones aren't weird color. They're blue ones. I'm not sure what that is. But yeah, that's good to know about cases about that. I'm in the Discord, but never use it. Ah, okay. Google, tell me green 0.5 tolerance. Wow, that would be really, really tight. I'll just add this tolerance. Oh, excuse me. 0.5 question mark, and I will confirm that later. So, can't wait to start adding to the site. Love researching things. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. There's been multiple times where I've wanted to tell people like, hey, you should go to the site. Like there's someone that has a Mac Classic 2 that they need to replace capacitors on. I'm like, oh man, I got you covered, but I would really like their help in getting documentation on the original capacitors while theirs still has it. So I need to send them a message about that. Probably just give them a private invite before it goes live. It should be live within like a week, but I don't know. I just want to make sure. But yeah, I may have actually. So this is something. I'm never going to finish streaming and put this thing back together because I have too many anecdotes I want to talk about all the time. But I actually had someone email me trying to buy one part or the whole thing from the second Tiny Pentium PC I have, which is not an unusual occurrence. I've had lots of people asking to do that. But in this instance, they wanted it because they have another one of it that has a bad power supply. And I'd already put all of the information up about the power supply on that because I actually recapped mine. So I was able to link them to the website and say, hey, you might be able to recap yours and have it work because I don't really want to get rid of the backup one I have because I love mine so much. So that was kind of really cool. It might have actually been the first time that the website helped someone. And I'm really hoping that they email me back like, hey, I recapped it and it worked. But I don't know because I haven't heard back yet. So, yeah. Aren't a lot of us in several Discords we don't use? I'm pretty sure that's the primary purpose of Discord is to ignore a bunch of servers that you'll never actually do anything. So being distracted and never finishing is what makes streaming fun. Kinda, yeah, but it also makes it so that I tease yet again not to get to the portable 386 here. So probably the next stream is just going to be that. Just do that as the thing. So, yeah. All right. I believe that's fully documented. So I can go ahead and save the page here. Just to commit it. Make sure it's there. I'll add the pictures I took, and I got to take a picture of the computer itself once it's reassembled. I should take a picture, like, status, like, this is what you're getting into with this thing. Like, it's got a lot of parts. It sucks to work on. Oh, man. Yeah, I want a wide shot. This thing is horrible. Oh, you know what? I can show you while we're here the overhead. look at how much of a nightmare that is. It's awful. Ooh, now that I'm thinking about it here, actually what I should do is I should push the overhead camera over slightly since there's the chat, and I'm not going to be putting anything over my laptop. And then that'll make it so you can see the edge a little bit. There we go. That's slightly better. Oh, yeah. See, I ignore Discord altogether, keep it on another device, only check it once in a while. I enjoy chatting about like projects that I'm currently working on, so that's what I currently use it for. Let's see. You know what sucks about this is you can't adjust the aperture once you're in live view. I kind of need live view for this shot because I can't see it well. Oh, that's shutter speed. Why is it? No, I don't want to adjust shutter speed. Keep that at 1/60th. So stop that down a little. Make sure it's in focus. It's pretty good. Could be a little better. Where's the ISO at? Yeah, bump it up one, stop. Focus there. Hold it. Oh, no, that wasn't what I wanted. Focus. Focus lock. Shift. Well, there we go. All right. Otherwise, I have easy access to Discord, lose myself, rabbit hole, meme posting, and never do anything. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the meme posting. I'm actually going to get rid of most of that in my Discord server in a little bit when I launch the Caps Wiki, because I want to refocus it to be a little more beneficial and just less memey. So you took Discord off my phone 2 phones ago because it used too much battery. Oh, I haven't had that issue. That's weird. You never put anything on my phone. Anyone willing to contact me will have to wait until I finish whatever I was doing, which could take a few days. That happens to me with email a lot because I get a lot of spam email from like, oh, we want to sponsor you. Here is an LED panel. I mean, no. So I need to do better checking my email. Man, I'm half tempted to just document the caps on the motherboard because there's 2 that are worth documenting. I feel like I might as well do it. I might as well just... You know, I really might as well. I mean, there's only these. Those are the only capacitors on here. So if I document those, then I can just chuck them in the order. And it's like, oh, like recap the motherboard. Oh, I got to desolder this battery. Let's do that real quick. That's right. I don't want to forget that. All right, let's bring this back close. Actually, I should hide the website here so you can actually see what's going on. Boom. Okay, that was the wrong place. Come on. Where's that? That. Okay. Hide laptop. Boom. All right. Okay. How's your cat? My cat is doing just fine. He is adjusted well to the move. What am I doing? Battery. Okay. Turn on the soldering iron here. This will be pretty simple. Don't even need to use the solder pump. That loose section of solder was not where I thought it was. There we go. All right. Over here. And up there to there. So that pin and that one. Oh, I blobbed. Don't want to do that. All right, use my poker. Get under there. Get some pressure. Out. And out. There we go. A little preventive maintenance there. Yep, everything looks clean. Okay. Nice getting stuff like that out before it leaks. I have a Toshiba, it is a Toshiba CT50 or CD50. I forget what, I think it's CT50. And that one had batteries like that going really bad. I was wondering if you have been removing your GPS lat when you upload pictures from CapsWiki. I've not uploaded a single picture that should have that. That camera may actually have the GPS as a built-in feature, but I think I have it disabled. But I think I've been stripping that out. No picture's been uploaded from my phone. I also have my phone set to not save GPS. But, you know, that's a really good point. I should see if there's a extension that can strip EXIF data like that, maybe specifically just GPS, because I would like to not dox people. So I will have to look into that. That's actually... Do you know where the to-do page is? Can you maybe... Actually, I don't know. I got this. I got it open right here. I'm just going to add that to the to-do page right now. Actually, I don't want to forget that. Oh, I tried looking into the namespaces thing for the disassembly tab that shows up here. There is no clean solution I can find on how to figure that out. Because if I put all of the device pages into a namespace called device, then it shows device as the title, and that really looks ugly for what would be the majority of pages on there. So I could do a namespace for each individual, or for the information pages, but then every one of them would have like information : name of page. That'd be really ugly. What am I doing here? Strip EXIF GPS data. There we go. Worst case, I think I could use command line tools and set up a cron job that like checks for new files like every minute or so and automatically strips them out on the command line. That might be worst case that I do that with. So, let's see. Another destroyer of motherboard Varda. No. This didn't. Well, actually, what is this brand? I don't know. I don't think it's Varda, but it didn't do any damage, so it's good. So there's coin cell holders designed to drop in where Varda used to be. Yes, yeah, definitely. I need to. We'll actually document that on the website at some point, but for right now, I don't have a page for that yet. See, a lot of phones just marks the EXIF data as not present, still puts it in. Oh, that's terrifying. I hate that. Wow. Let's see. And Austrian YouTuber CPU Galaxy barrel boards from motherboards that had NiCad batteries, but those barrel batteries are lithium based so far. So far safer, yeah. Okay, yeah, you have nothing posted as GPS, but they do have full EXIF. Windows has UI button to remove EXIF. Well, I'm using Linux, so I don't have quite that, but I'll just use like ImageMagick to strip EXIF. But yeah, I've done everything from that camera, and then I've modified most of my pictures, if not all of them, in GIMP, and then I've exported. So I don't know if it'll preserve EXIF data through that, but it sounds like it may. But yeah. So I should be clear on GPS, but that is a very good thing, and I want to protect other people from who may not have thought about that. Anyway, let me get the motherboard here. Those 2 electrolytic caps on the motherboard. Might as well. Alrighty. Are there any markings here? There are. FIS. Well, let's just say Toshiba, because it does, and that helps. FIS YS3. I'm guessing that's the part number, because of the FIV PS3. That makes the most sense. Okay, then a big old long stupid one. That's 367. Oh man, it's probably 0 2 8 1 6 G 1 1 8 0, and I'll just go ahead and change these to zeros too, because they probably are. I put a 0 on that one. Oh, that one had a cipher. That's right. Okay. Let's see. I imagine you can tweak the upload code for the wiki to strip it at upload, or you can look into it post stream. Yeah, it uses. It will actually use ImageMagick Media Wiki. I don't remember exactly how, but it's possible. Man, I get to do my first time copying and pasting the table here. Boom. That's nice. Okay. It's a shame that that's the best way to do that. I mean, the joy of open source. The problem is that keeping that change in place of upstream doesn't take it as a built-in option. Well, if I do it as a cron job that just automatically strips all the XIF out of all the images that are in the images folder, then it'll be fine. But elsewise, it could suck. I'm not sure how cleanly it handles extensions yet. Still figuring that out. So I think this was a Rubicon. Yeah, this is a Rubicon. And it is 220 UF at 10 volt. 220 UF 10 volt mount is through hole radial size. It looks like it's probably 6. Yep. The other one is also 6, because then I can turn these off and put them away. Yeah, both 6. Temp is 85. Type, aluminum electrolytic. Brand, Rubicon. That's the first Rubicon documented on the site. Series. Not really sure. CEW? CEW. Okay, C2, quantity 1. Little itty bitty stubby one there. Brand unknown. Alright. It's kind of really stupid too. I'm guessing it's 33 UF. And 25 volt. Ugh, I don't like this. 33 UF. 25 volt and 85C and 6 millimeter, all that. Boom, and that's all I got because there's no brand marking. So, are you going to document the hundreds of parts? Oh, no. I'm only documenting the capacitors because, I mean, everything else, it either works or this thing's trash, basically. I mean, I'm not, like, every single one of these chips are Toshiba branded, unless theirs are, like, just, they're in-house, like, IC manufacturing for standard parts. You're not going to be able to get replacement parts for these. So if these are bad, things toast. And that's what the majority of the parts are on here. Like, all Toshiba. That one's not. That one I think is. That is. I mean, everything on here is. So things like this, there's really no point. Yeah. Yes, only to recap. Yes, yeah, that's the main focus here. So, all right. Don't continue editing, save changes. All right. I'm just going to chuck those in the order. Why not? It's going to be like 10 cents. All right. That's that. We can reassemble. It's probably only going to take me another half an hour to do that. Okay. Just so you know, we're getting into the point now where the stream might crash because it's been running for a while. Additionally, I actually let this run for like 2 hours before, and it still didn't crash then, and it hasn't crashed now. Yeah. So I'm curious if it's going to get to 3 hours and 11 minutes and crash, because I don't know. So I'm going to be paying like a little extra attention here, although it's pretty significant how all the monitors change. So we'll see if it crashes in now 8 minutes. I don't know. So I wonder who's going to be the first person to drop the Xbox to the wiki. I don't know. It has not yet been put in. Someone created a Commodore 64 page, but it hasn't had any information contributed to it yet. So it could be that someone just creates a page that's titled Xbox and then does nothing. I would prefer not to do that, and I don't know if I should delete it yet or not. They haven't gone back and done anything, but I don't know. I haven't decided yet how to handle that. Just see how it goes after more contributions are made. But yes, finally, starting to reassemble. I'm sure I'm going to remember where everything goes in this, since I was talking to people while I was working on this and definitely paying very close attention. Oh yeah. So this is going to go well. Floppy drive can just go in there right now. Okay, so standoffs. There was one there, and I believe one there. It's the tall one here, and the short one here. Let's see, there's probably people who have the caps memorized. Yeah. For Xboxes, for sure. People who do repair services will definitely have that kind of stuff memorized. I don't expect those to be the people who contribute information to the website, though. Because it's one of those things where it's just going to be cutting into their own business. So, yeah. Alright, these are all motherboard screws. Why is one of them different? I wasn't paying attention. I don't like that. Great. Where does that go? Hopefully it holds this on or something. Alright. At least I have video. Kind of horrible low resolution GoPro video, but I have video. So. You know what? I will take a picture of that battery I pulled out while I'm thinking about it here. Alright, that'll work. It's taking me so long to do this, I don't even remember why there's an empty space right here. This is... Oh, man. This has potential to not go great on this reassembly. Really hope that leaky cap causing, like, boiling or something on those parts is what did this. Or what made the smoke. Now, if there's not something else I'm going to find out about. Oh, I bet the weird one goes right there. Or over here, because that's not taking thread, but that feels like it's too big, not too small. That one looks smaller. Nope, that one went. Alright, well, we'll find out if this one goes over there. Oh, none of the screws want to tighten down there. I'm going to chalk that up to oh well and hope for the best. Alright. These, there are 4, and I don't remember why. It's for this. This is next. This tall one, or wide one, goes down here. probably this one that goes on the other side. Okay, but then there's that standoff. What goes next? Oh man. This is a lot of thing here. There's a whole lot going on. What do we got here? We got the hard drive board. That went under. That did go under. Yes. Okay. So this will go here. There's 2 screws, one for each area there. Okay. So that's this. My proprietary 3D printer saved me so much money, paid for itself 3x on that first print. Whoa. You did good. I haven't printed anything that replaces something yet. I've only printed things that are just something I couldn't buy. Ooh, I should take a picture of this battery right there. I'm going to be looking into what's available for printing drive trays for service here at some point. Oh, that sounds like a really awesome application for that. I like that one a lot. Screw you, manufacturers. Okay, these are all the same. So there's 4 of those. What goes next? Power supply board? I feel like it could be that. This has 4. Okay, let's do this. Let's see. One thing I recommend for people is take lots of pictures of everything you do. Yeah, so many things included, things I've repaired. I have no record of doing, but now wish I could have recontributed to the wiki or just remembered in general. Yeah, that's honestly part of why I started making videos, because I have like 60 pictures a second I can look back at. They're not amazing, but yeah. Let's see. I expect somebody else has already done modeling. If not, yeah. That was a part for mid-high-end microscope. Ah, okay. That would explain it. Yeah, lots and lots of pictures, Tim, for sure. I'm going to try and be putting like a gallery of pictures at the bottom of the page on every one of these, where I just throw all the extra pictures and notes about them, like why I took this picture, what. Sometimes I forget why I took the pictures, but you know. Oh no, that's supposed to plug. Oh wait, no, this just plugs in to. Oh, this has to plug in. Dang it. It's pain. The floppy drive looks to be regular 26-pin floppy cable. It can be easily made to adapt to a 34-pin regular 26-pin. Is that like a normal thing? I'm not sure. I haven't encountered that yet, but I also haven't worked on too many laptops of this era. See, I think this is next, so I should probably figure out. No, there's no power things to plug in there, so that's all fine. Okay. So I need to, oh man, run this down and under here. I don't like that. This needs a lift. Okay. So there's these. Man, that's awful. That is real hard to get. See, I always had to get nervous when I had to open up a laptop all the way back in the day. Haven't had to for something. Just tuning in, are those paint cups just for the screws? Yes. Yeah, that is what they are. They're for sorting screws. Everybody really seems to like that. Space saving is just cutting a bunch of grounds. Let's see. The thing I want to try is buying good but broken sewing machine. Ooh, sewing machine repair. Super expensive. Try to print repair the broken part. They're mostly made of plastic nowadays anyway. Interesting. Get down in there. Ferrite bead also being used for like mechanical organization down there. Okay. That's all of that. This kind of needs to be jammed in there. Okay, there we go. I feel like there were power connectors, so that's battery. And there's one over here, which I don't know if anything went to. It's easy to get to. The other ones were awful, so I think everything else will be fine. So I normally use pill caddy. The paint cups would be nicer. It just depends. I prefer a pill caddy, actually, because they're bigger and can hold longer screws sometimes. Like, the pill caddy I have is huge and would have easily held this screw, which I can't fit into anything else on here, so it's just sitting to the side. Wow. Good grief, 3K for a sewing machine. Wow, is that one of them fancy computer-controlled ones that'll do, like, different patterns? Because I know that's what that hobby space is turning into, basically. Okay, so that's all that. That doesn't come into play yet. This goes, like, in there somehow. Not yet, though. This goes right there? Yeah, there eventually. Later. Or is it there? Oh, like that. Later. So it's this next. Okay. Whole CPU card gang stuff going on. This feels like it should come off easier, but I don't see how. So, I guess whatever. It goes in front of that. This goes down. Oh, it's for the power LED. That's what that one connector is for. Okay. This appears to hook on to right there. Oh, it goes over. Oh, man. This thing's wild. Okay. Plug in an LED. Okay. Be one screw that goes to that. And there's this. Yeah, that looks good. Then this plugs in. Boom. Then that's also there, I guess. Why does that look like that plugs into something? That will go there. The speaker cable. Kind of stuck now. There we go. That goes right here. Oh, man. Probably because it plugs into something. Yeah, well, I don't know where. There's a connector down there. What on earth could that possibly go to, though? I'm not even sure I know what this goes to, or if it goes to anything. I mean, what goes... That's a keyboard. Right? Keyboard. Yeah, that's definitely keyboard right there. I don't know what that is. There's no other modules. There's a connector right there. That's the LCD. Maybe these are just loose. I mean, I could see this being like an extra RAM module, because I didn't see any RAM slots or anything. So maybe there's like a way of adding extra memory. I'm not sure. That's weird. Alright, we're now at the point where this stupid thing goes back in here. Something like that. So screw will go there. Does this hold this up? Is that what that does? I don't know. That goes there. So screw one. Is it just the one, two? I hate that thing. It's so stupid. Alright, whole bunch of ton of screws here. All the same. Alright. see. They can only do one pattern straight line. Wow. Let's see. Surging. Straight lines seems to be very usable. Also specialist. Hit your screen? No. The display plugs in right here. This is for the keyboard, but then there's one connector right here, and then another one on the bottom of this ribbon cable. So yeah, I don't know. Oh, stream hasn't wigged out. Excellent. Okay, I have no idea why. So yeah. Congrats on the shinies. I'm not personally a Pokemon player, but that's cool. I do know what the significance of that is. 317 Sono Cutter. Yeah, that's really awesome. Okay. No idea why. It would be more awesome to know what the problem is. I'm going to avoid switching streams until the end. Or switching scenes until the end. Just so I don't anger it. That's that thing. Then there is this, which goes, hooks on. I really like that. I think this is so clever. It's just an LED board, so it's not like you're never touching it. So instead of having two screws, it hooks on right there, and then goes over here, plugs in. And this is slightly problematic. There we go. And then there's a screw hole, but then this is just that. It doesn't need a whole screw over there. And I just think that's so clever. I really like that. We must make a sacrifice of the bandwidth and cables to appease the streaming gods. You know what's funny is I turned up the bandwidth for this stream. Because I was wondering if maybe that was the stupid flickery or the stuttering problem. I don't think so. But it is just kind of funny. I did do that. Alright. Oh, the CPU card gets screwed down with that. Okay. Weird. Okay. Oh, so many layers. Now I know when I order parts for this thing, it's going to take me 3 hours to get it open so I can replace them. Good grief. Who would have guessed that this laptop would also be the most complicated thing that I would document on the website so far? Man. I'm just really glad I found something that seems actually suspicious. So I can, with reasonable confidence, order replacements. Alright, we got 2 screws here. I'm gonna, you know what? I think I know what those are. I think those go to this. The weird modem thing. It's like a card. Has a modem. There we go. And then these hold it in. Okay. Next, there are a bunch more screws. Okay. What do we got? We got the display that needs to be attached. We got this. This goes over the keyboard cable. That's kind of last. So I think the display goes on next. Okay. Poor, just destroyed screen hinge. Utterly annihilated. Actually, now that I look at it, it's so bad this is in there upside down. Wow. Wow. See, well, if it actually dies at 351, we can darn you, NT. Yeah. Nothing plugs in there because I don't have anything that goes there. Okay. Oh, wait. This was supposed to go over this thing. There. Cover for that modem thing. Alright. Plop that down. Where does the cable go? Is there a clean route for the cable? Does it go under that? I don't think so. Where's it supposed to go? Because that's just going to pinch it down. That doesn't make sense. Does it go under that bar? Oh. Well, that sucks. Okay. See that? Ooh. Ew. Eee. Okay, let's just put that down like that. All right. Backtracking. How did I get it out? Okay. That's in. I need to pull that up. Get this threaded through. You know, in the future, if I took those out, I could just leave these screws on there and then not remove that. So it really doesn't need to be taken off of the display assembly. So I'm trying to remember that. TLDR sewing machines are interesting machine. Yeah, I can get that. See, I had a feeling the hinge repair might come up on the docket sometime in the near future. That did not sound good. Oh, it is absolutely just destroyed. Completely disintegrated. Nothing around this side is holding together at all. In the slightest. It's so bad. And then the other side, I mean, that just lifted out. So, it's, yeah, it's not doing good. It's going to take a lot, though. I don't know if it's going to be, like, flood the area with epoxy or try and 3D print something that is just going to be epoxied in. There's going to be epoxy somehow. There's too much void space. I can't just... it needs more. Well, there's two short screws here. I'm guessing those go in the back, so I'm going to use this for the CPU card. That's a longer screw. No, that doesn't seem right. Oh, man. I wonder if you could 3D print something to hold the hinge together. I mean, I definitely could. There's probably going to be some 3D printing involved in the full restoration of this thing. There's a lot that needs some attention. Okay, I'll put this down. Whoa, that's way wrong. Is it just not snapped in? Uh-oh, I didn't put a screw on that thing. I feel like the hinge thing is messing me up here in the back. Is that it? Did it go flat now? It did, okay. Hold that. I need to, there's a lot of these screws are identical, so I'm just going to use one for that thing. There's the connector for whatever other modem port this thing has, and it's supposed to have a screw. I don't know, I clearly have one excess screw somewhere. Or watch, there were unpopulated screw positions in this thing somehow. Wait, these need to be long. Oh no. Okay. This one's long. I know that. Oh, love to, let's see. Can't the screen be disconnected from the top of the case to reduce the stress on the hinge? I don't think so. Let's see, this is... I think it's a card holder. It's not a release, is it? Whoa! This thing's crazy! Okay, this is the best laptop I've ever seen in my whole life. That thing's amazing. Whoa! I was not expecting that at all. Who said, like, can't screen? Yeah, thank you, platypus with cheese. Yeah, I was not expecting that. That's nuts. Wow. I'm imagining. You really sure? Yeah, yeah, absolutely. It has a connector in there. It has standard video out. It has CGA right there. RGB. No, wait. It's EGA. It's got to be CGA. But it has CGA out. Yeah. This is officially my favorite vintage laptop. This thing is amazing. Laptops ever use EGA? I don't know. I assume, but I don't know of any offhand. Screw isn't long enough. Wait a minute. It's these two for the back, isn't it? Here I am farting around trying to thread the other ones in. It's wasting my time. Well, I mean, that one's just going to be MDA. It's going to be MDA and power and a whole bunch of other stuff. It's really... I would really not like to spend time on something like that when there's just a different solution that is very, very standard. I understand what you mean. It would be cool to figure out, but the time investment's just not worth it. In the first few pages, it says... Well, I didn't pay attention, I guess. That is so nice. It's so cool. Well, that explains why this side just lifts out then. Wow. That'll make it so much easier to repair this, too. Because it's this side that's bad. Wow. Thing's awesome. Pop this in there. Oh, how does this go? Just like that? Okay. Okay. Not sure what that's for. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen another laptop without VGA, but this is for real CGA. So, or EGA, one of the two. Basically, same thing. I would say luggables are portable computers that don't have a battery, and laptops are portable computers with a battery. So, this is, by any definition, a laptop. Because, it's thin, and you can put it on your lap and use it. I have used my compact portable on my lap as a joke. It's not a laptop, though. Ooh. That almost went somewhere I didn't want it. I think that screw is stainless steel. So this is not magnetic. Didn't luggables have CRTs? Well, do you consider my Sharp PC 7000 to be a laptop? It has an LCD. It's ginormous and awkward. So I don't think that it's a CRT versus LCD. Okay, I don't want to jinx it, but I think I'm actually on course here to put all the screws back in where they go. I should probably go underneath, but I'm not going to bother right now. I did not know the Data General did not have a battery. That's extra weird. And actually, how on earth does this work? Does this go like way underneath here? I guess it does. There we go. There's still the space. Oh, okay. It's not that it just never had a battery. It's that was missing it. Okay, because that's going to be weird if it never had a battery. Grew up on a compact luggable. I love my portable. I think it is one of the prettiest, if not the prettiest, vintage computers around. It's so well designed and proportioned, and the colors. It's just great. Love to build a modern luggable with ITX motherboard and built-in screen. That would be cool. I will one day build, well, actually, I have a very specific dream that I want to achieve someday that is going to be very difficult to do. I want to make a CRT from scratch. Blow the glass, put the cathode together, the whole 9 yards. A monochrome CRT is actually not that difficult to do, but I want to make a portable computer with my own custom CRT. Didn't monochrome. Because I want to make one with a violet phosphor. Because I don't know why that's never been done, and it should be possible. So I want a violet phosphor CRT. Alright. We're getting real close here now. I have one extra screw. That just means you're doing it right. Right? Because I don't think I have anywhere that one can go at this point. Yeah. This feels tight, solid. Good luck, that would be awesome. I know it's possible. Applied Science did a video where he just made one by accident via sputtering. So I know it's achievable. So, yeah, one day it will happen. Oh, I didn't plug the keyboard in. Basically, I would make the Violet CRT for a classic Mac, but then I would put it in a portable PC. The compact portable and compact Macs are both you can interchange the CRTs. So yeah. Ow! That's a sharp shield. Ow! Okay, I'm just taking that thing out. I don't want to get cut all over. Violet, my mother would make me buy one. I bet it would be unreasonably expensive for how much effort and time and research and all that. I know I will have people who will want to buy one, though. So we'll have to consider all that. With this Data General laptop, the screen almost 180. Oh, I love it when laptops do that. That's how they all should be. Alright, now that's connected. Now I can put the shield back in, and then I can put these screws in for the last time. Blah! I mean, there's a big delta between one and production. Yeah, for sure. But I would never be in production. It would always just be one at a time. So that's why it just wouldn't be great. I fear a Kickstarter would just be a pit of work that would be impossible to get out from under. Yes, absolutely. No, I wouldn't want the quantity that creating a Kickstarter would invite. So, I'm going to put this back in. And then use it to hold up the case while I work on it. It's so funny. It started the stream out thinking that was like a business card holder for writing stuff in, and now I know that it's absolutely not. I still have the one extra screw. Put the long screw in right here, though. It's this last stage with the keyboard. It makes this thing feel cheap and like garbage. I don't know how to explain it other than that it creaks and it still flexes. But the unit without the keyboard in this LCD feels so good. And then at this point now it feels like play school. It's just blah. I have no idea where this goes. Alright, slide the batteries back in. I really probably shouldn't, because I mean, they're definitely bad. But they make it look good. Boom. And it's back together. I kind of can't believe it. Wow. Woo. Yeah, small batch artisanal CRT on eBay. Yeah, that's basically what it would be. I wouldn't be surprised if they end up costing like $2,000 each. Because it would take so much time. Okay, I'm just going to put this in... Now it's a different thread. Dang it. Yeah. Bright blue phosphor. Only one leftover screw. Yeah, I'm really frustrated by that leftover screw. But oh well. Oh man, that feels so good to get that back and to have actually found some reasonable stuff that could potentially be wrong with it. And yeah, I feel like I should probably end the stream real soon here while it hasn't crashed, because I feel like I got away with two really awesome things today. Trying to think, is there anything else? That's pretty much it. Got the batteries out, got all the caps and stuff documented. Man, I only did one thing, and it took forever, but this was a really fun stream. I'm really enjoying doing the streaming. I hope it translates well to being productive in other ways. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna try my luck here and switch back to the big view. Boom. One last transition. Okay. Alrighty. You know what's funny? Laptop I have here, it has a like kind of older style giant bump sticking out of the back for all the cooling it has, and I keep thinking of that thing every time I look at it. It's funny to finally have them next to each other. Definitely one of the oldest laptop form factor computers you can get. I know people always say that the Grid is the first, but that one can't be that far behind. And one screw really does bother me. I don't know. Tools go over here. Oh man. Just gonna try to keep everything is gonna actually get repaired over here until it's fully done. Put the screw in one of those bins. Put those with it. Trying to make sure I always clean up after the streams. Ooh, I didn't turn off the soldering iron. Good thing it has auto off. This will go with camera stuff. And yeah, that's it. Okay. This was a really fun stream. 3 hours, 42 minutes to diagnose and document that is way too long, but it was a fun stream, so it kind of makes sense that it happened like that. I think that is it for now. It's kind of funny. I actually did this whole video, whole stream through the teleprompter on my camera because I was recording the video for launching CapsWiki right before this, and this morning I ordered a monitor to put in there because right now I have my Google Nexus 10 in there, but that thing sucks now. I timed it, took 27 minutes for it to start up for the teleprompter software to actually copy my Google Doc for my script into. So I'm thinking, what I did this morning is I bought a monitor that'll go in there to replace a tablet, and I'm going to hook it up to my laptop or this computer or something, and I'm going to put the chat on there maybe, or maybe the preview, because I have a preview of the whole, what the stream is actually seeing right here, and I'm thinking maybe I could put that there, and then I can just look at the camera and then see the stream, because doing this through the teleprompter was totally viable for this stream. So that's, yeah, nice. N7 and 10 tablets did not age well. Yeah, the 10 really did not. I ditched the 7 for an NVIDIA Shield tablet, and I loved that thing. That one, awesome. But yeah, the Nexus 10, I can't. I really want to like it. The screen is still great, but it's just not pleasant to use. And it has a rubber coating on it, and it's lasted long enough now as far as being technically usable that it's starting to degrade the coating and becoming sticky to touch. And yeah. So yeah, it's time to move on to something else. So the 10-inch screen will go in there and then work for that, and then make telepromptering much easier to set up. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm really curious what I'll be able to do with it here as well. I don't know if it'll be better to put chat, because I mean, I've been looking over here for chat. I mean, it's not necessary that I look over to the side for chat. Although now that I think about it, I've had the chat right there on the stream, and I've been looking that way to read the chat. So that kind of works as far as like the weird mind tricks of how looking at a stream works. But I might look at the camera to read chat in the future. I don't know. Although I won't be able to see much history, so probably not. Scott, don't last name. I absolutely agree. Nexus 6 was phenomenal. I had that as my main phone. I was going to drive it until it was no longer usable for modern apps. And then it eventually got the boot loop, or not boot loop, the QDL mode or whatever it was called, where it just would not start up again. And I'm so mad because I liked it. So I actually replaced that with a Note 9. Because I was using Nexus 6 was going to be my forever phone, because I paid full price for a 128 gig model, and I loved it. I still have my Nexus 6 as a backup phone. I'm jealous that it works. Very, very jealous. Chat in front of you on teleprompter might be better, so it's like you're talking to the viewers. That's what I'm thinking, but I really won't be able to view that many lines, because the text has to be reasonably big so you won't see me squinting or something like that. So having it right here makes it really easy to read. Love Nexus 4, but nowadays it's hard to use one unless it's just for music or something. Yeah, that's the problem with the Nexus 10. Although the Nexus 10, all I did was turn it on, and I have to wait for it to optimize all the apps, because it's Android 5, I think, still, so it doesn't save the, I think it's ARC recompiling is what they called it. But yeah, no. Did you turn off the multimeter? Yes, I did. Thank you, moderate Virgo, and hello for the first time chat. Yeah, I don't want to burn that in because it has a VFD. Yeah. Let's see. Scott, no last name. Yeah, mine kind of stopped. I don't know what happened to it. Yeah, that's what it is. It enters QDL firmware issue, something or another. It's like a firmware programming mode. So yeah, it's frustrating. It can't be fixed. I tried every possible thing. I'm hanging on a Pixel 2. I'd like to cut over to Lineage, but I'm a bit hung up on not being able to sanely relock the bootloader. I don't know. I haven't looked into custom ROMs too much, other than I think I can't do one on the Nexus 10 and still have stuff work. Hello, Digital D3 Mize for your first chat. And thanks. I'm very happy with how the studio is turning out. This setup space worked out really well, and I'm loving all the cameras. I would switch around to them, but I feel like I'm pressing my luck with the stream still working here right now. So I'll just leave it easy. But yeah, it's really nice. Oh, man. One of the few things, my Moto G Fast has been solid since I got it. Need a few apps to make it better. I don't know how old that phone is, but the Nexus 6 we've been talking about is 2014. But it had some legs. It lasted for a while. One of the few things I found out about Nexus 6 with custom ROMs is that the whole 4G LTE driver system is tied in legal red tape, so it makes receiving phone calls hard. Yeah, I believe that's the problem with the Nexus 10 set. It's something with the Wi-Fi card and Bluetooth combo thing that they can't get that working. And when I'm doing this, I use a keyboard over Bluetooth to control the tablet so that I can like go back or change the speed or the text size while I'm reading it. And then I have to have Wi-Fi to download the script onto it with. It has USB OTG. I could sneaker net the script over, but it's difficult enough to use. I don't want to have to try and do that. So, yeah. Oh, man, I have not had a single sip of water this whole stream. I am bad. Oh. My throat is going to be killing me, I can tell. I'm glad I already recorded the script, so I don't have to try and talk through scratchy voice. Yeah. Whew, okay, well, speaking of the script, I should probably wrap this up so I can try and edit a video on the Caps Wiki launch, because I'm so excited about that. I'm really looking forward to getting that out there and seeing how it'll end up being worked on by people. Just, oh, yes. Yeah, not affiliate yet, no. I think after this it'll be 2 more streams. So, yeah. Working on it. But, yeah. Yeah, I'm in a weird group where I meet all the other criteria before just having literally streamed enough times. That's it. I'm being held up by the number of times I have streamed in the last month. So, yeah. Promise you won't run random mid-roll ads